What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is The Eye of the Bedlam Bride, Week 2. We are covering chapters 28 to 51, except we're also covering chapter 27, because we were supposed to do it last week, and neither of us read it.
It's the Nerdy.
The Wordy.
The book club.
Yep. Forgot about that.
I was like, wait, no, we can't not do it.
You're like, what show are we doing?
Oh my god. Hey chat, what's up?
Thank you, user -XL4PO9VY7C. I think I actually read that right.
I think so.
Yeah, for signing up to be a member of the Nerds Radiant.
Hell yeah, thank you for being here.
I feel like we need to change that since we're not covering Cosmere anymore. It needs to be like the deceased crawlers.
Wow. Why don't we just go with like the guild name?
Thank you for signing up to be a deceased
Fucking
crawler.
Christ, jeez, what the hell? Oh my god. No, it's the Princess Posse.
No, it can't be the Princess Posse. We always change it with nerd something. Nargs
The
of the
Nerdy
Nerd Table.
Posse.
The Nerd Posse's okay. Hello, crawlers.
Hello, Linus.
Thank you for being a member for
Thank
the last
you.
14 months.
How you doing?
Over a year. That might be the entirety of this channel.
What?
I don't remember when we switched to this channel. Because this show used to be on the main channel. The Meadow Larks, that's sad.
Yeah.
The Nerd Holes. Wait, do you guys want to be Nerdy's Holes?
Wow. Not when you say
Look
it
at how
like
many
that.
holes I have.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Nerdy is appalled. Yeah, it's since the first switch. Yeah. I think we switched a year and a bit ago.
That makes sense.
Because YouTube told us to. I think it's been a good exercise. I like having this on its own channel. I like having a space for this.
Yeah, it's its own
nice
thing. I love that for us.
Yeah. I made that joke 2 streams ago. Great. I'm glad you remember. I just talk.
2 streams ago was like a month ago.
You guys could tell me I said anything in these videos. Remember, there was an episode where I was recent, where I was explaining how to be racist and not get in trouble for it. That's not actually what I said, but I thought it was funny.
When you put it like that, Jesus Christ.
No, I was more just talking about stand-ups who are able to make racist jokes or jokes about race but aren't racist. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I thought it was funny. I don't know if it was. We move on. We keep going. Y'all, some housekeeping before we get into today's show. Lots of audiobook reactions this week. I hope that you watch them all. Thank you so much to everyone who commissioned. It means the world to us that you guys want to watch us build Minas Tirith.
Hell yeah.
While we listen to this incredible book, which truly, the middle part of this book, incredible. We're going to be talking about it today. I really, really love it.
There's lots going on.
I want to bring up the next book club, which is 2 weeks from today. We're supposed to be finishing The Eye of the Bedlam Bride. Just want to throw out that book club is currently 100% happening.
Book club is on schedule
with
right
the
now.
caveat that Clarus might need dental surgery. Polaris Posse.
That's kind of fun.
Oh, I like Polaris Posse.
That's cute. I like that. Quebexican, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships.
Quebexican, you crazy.
Hell yes, you get to watch
you crazy.
all those juicy reactions.
Thank you so much, Quebexican. That's very nice.
No, seriously, thank you. Yeah. So, I don't know. I might have to get my wisdom teeth out. Yeah, and we're really fucking busy right now, so that sucks.
It's not great. We are going to try and schedule it in a way where it doesn't affect much, but the reality is it is starting to affect your day-to-day life, and it is more important that we take care of you and your mouth than any of our shows, which I'm sorry to say because I love doing this and I love book club. Dental is not covered in Canada. Nope.
No.
We do not have dental insurance because we are dirty content creators. So this will be fully out of pocket. So
we would have to figure out a way to get our company to have dental insurance for us to give ourselves
next
dental
week.
Insurance.
Yeah.
So...
Just trying to set expectations that if we do end up having to reconfigure when the next book club is,
Yeah.
That's why, and we're sorry, and also we're not that sorry because your health is the most important thing in the world to me.
Hopefully it will not affect anything. That is the goal. We're going to try, and I have an appointment tomorrow to find out what's going on. Mm-hmm. So we'll have a better idea tomorrow of...
You keep talking about this. I forgot the box. It's downstairs.
What?
I'll be back.
Okay.
I fucked up.
Yeah. So we just keep an eye on the Discord and such. Just in case we do need to make any changes. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Yeah. It's always when everything's already super busy. Yay. I've never had surgery before. I hate the dentist. So this is my nightmare. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. I don't even know, like, what kind of, like, availability they may have. Like, I might not even be able to do it till after we get back from Germany. Like, there's so many factors.
I think a big one is just going to be how important the dentist decides it is. Mm-hmm. All right. Rob Ross is here. Is that all we wanted to say about that?
I think so.
It just has our PO box on it. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
All right. We got a box
from... want it to have anyone else's address on it?
Oh, does it?
There is always a from address on postage, yes.
No, it just says the UPS store.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fine.
All right. Here we go.
Try not to dox anyone.
Yeah, I had already looked at it. Okay. You ready for this, Rob Ross?
He says be careful.
He says be careful? Yeah. Oh, is it, like, dangerous?
Dangerous?
It's like a venomous snake? That'd be hilarious. If you sent us a snake.
That would be wild.
It's just dead because it was in the PO box for a while.
Yeah, no, I've never had surgery, but when I went for my filling, they had to give me extra numbing, so that's already not a good sign.
All right, what do you think it is before we unwrap it?
Wait, is it a one of the fighting bots?
Wait, what? Did you send us a robot?
I don't know.
Rob Ross is gonna be like, I built you guys your like custom Roomba.
No, it's one of the fighter bots.
I know, but he adapted it to clean our house. Because he knows that we have a dust contamination problem.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but...
Okay, I'm trying to open this so carefully. What the fuck? Oh my god, it is a battle bot. Chat. We can fight you.
That's so fun.
It looks like it's already been to war, though. What the fuck? Yo.
That's wild.
It's for dealing with rodents. Wait,
could you imagine?
Dude, wild. Rob Ross, that's so sick.
I've never seen one in person. That's so cool.
Yeah. It's made battle damaged and obsolete parts. That's so fun. Thank you so much. What a cool gift.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. We have our own little guy.
We got a battle bot.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't know where we're going to put this in the house, but we're going to find a spot. Did this thing lose a fight or win a fight? Is this a champion or is this a holy shit, this poor guy?
It's
this carbon
fiber it is made of battle damage and obsolete parts. So parts of this was used
I can tell.
To either win or lose. Maybe both.
Yeah, a chunk got taken out of this guy right here.
Well, there we go. Yeah.
This front thing hit something.
He's seen some shit.
Rob Ross, thank you. That is the coolest little gift. I am so excited to put this somewhere in the house.
Just be Carl, put a bomb to it.
I'm not putting a bomb on it, babe. In our home.
A fake one.
Government, I don't know how to make bombs, and I don't want to find out.
It won a bunch of tournaments, so that's a winner right there.
But we got a fucking champion bot in the house.
Yeah.
Hi, Pepper Guy. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys, for being you. Just want to update that I've been proposed to by my lady, the Queen of Houston. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Marriage and you're buying a house.
Crazy.
What the fuck?
No one's ever done that before.
People are doing shit. She was like, wait, you want a Nintendo Switch from Nerdy Nightly? I gotta marry you. I gotta lock that shit down. For that Nintendo Switch.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Hell yes. Congratulations, Pie Pepper Guy. It's a good news Friday for you guys. And then for us, it's like dental surgery.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So no steel weapons or electronics for safety. That's absolutely fair.
That's fair.
We cannot be trusted with a real battle bot.
It's not for shipping safety, for our safety.
Yeah. For our personal safety.
I love that he was like, be careful opening it, even though he took the dangerous parts off. He's still like, Nerdy's an idiot.
You never know, okay? You never know.
I know Nerdy's dumb enough.
That's so cool.
Cool. What a good day for y'all. And for us, we got a battle bot.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And we get to play Magic tonight. So, like,
we
we got book club and Magic tonight. It is a good day.
Hobbit pre-release is today. So if you are interested in the Hobbit Magic the Gathering set, make sure you go to your local game store and play my favorite version of Magic, which is limited. Open 6 packs, build a 40-card deck, and duke it out with your local friends, maybe enemies. We
played yesterday. If you missed the live stream, you can go back and watch the video.
Yeah.
We got some sick pulls.
We did. We pulled.
Go give that.
We pulled the most expensive card we've ever pulled. And maybe ever will pull.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We might get one of those signed Star Trek cards in the fall.
But also, it depends how much it drops.
I don't think it'll drop below Leonardo.
No.
I think it'll stay more expensive than Leonardo.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think it'll drop to like 500. I think a year from now it'll be worth more.
Oh, maybe.
Because I think The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings are like the money set for Magic. I have a feeling that that's going to stay pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Especially if people find ways to use it in CEDH and stuff. But anyway, we're here to talk about Dungeon Crawler Carl. Clarice. Should we talk about...
Real quick, 1 sec, G-Wins. We had a bunch of friends go to the Mystery Commander event. What?
Nothing.
No, I know. We were almost there.
We're almost One of us was almost there.
Yes, that's true. There's only was like one spot.
Someone walked up to us later that day. It was like, I wish I'd run into you earlier. I was gonna give you my invitation because I couldn't go, and we were like,
whatever, it's fine.
You have a phone.
I know. So silly. Anyways,
that's so bad.
We talked with our friends about it. They had a great time. It looks really cool. So super excited to see what becomes of that.
Yeah. Very excited for that. I hope we can get one in Atlanta. We are going to be at our con schedule for this year. If you want to come hang out with us, we're going to be at Atlanta MagicCon.
Yeah.
Which is in November. And then we're going to be at PAX Unplugged at the beginning of December.
Yes.
Those are the only 2 cons we have left this year. We're not going to be at Toronto Fan Expo this year because we are at a wedding.
Yeah.
And we're not doing New York Comic Con because what the fuck are those prices?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then we will be back at MagicCon Detroit in February.
Yeah.
And those are the next couple cons for us, it looks like.
A lot of MagicCon. Can you tell we like this game? So Dungeon Crawler Carl had a big weekend at Gen Con. We were there. Mm-hmm. Dungeon Crawler Carl premiered its new TTRPG book. Our friend Taylor got to play on stage on Friday night.
Oh, I know.
With Matt Dinniman and Jeff Hayes in the cast.
Crazy.
And we got to meet them.
Yeah. It was very, very nice. They were so lovely. Yeah. Everybody that I spoke to that weekend who interacted with them said they were the most gracious, most wonderful, lovely humans you've ever met. So that's good news.
Yeah, we had a really good talk with Matt Dinniman, and we had less of a talk with Jeff Hayes and more of I gushed at him
you're like,
about how good he is.
Hey, you're great. Love your stuff. Can't wait to see more.
He was like, I have to go to a charity thing. And I was like, I understand. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I mostly just talked about how amazing you are for 5 minutes. Go have fun. Go do your thing. Yeah.
But it was great. If you're ever like, I don't know, I'm worried about meeting my heroes, these guys are great.
Well, and one of the reasons why I say that is the Meet Your Heroes thing is Matt Dinniman. I actually saw Matt Dinniman multiple times. He was just walking the floor. There was a life-size Carl statue, and I saw him taking photos with it the first morning, as well as the Sunday morning. I saw him they had like some security around him. He was in the Dungeon Crawler Carl room. Mm-hmm. So he had a separate room for the game. And he had gone to just thank everyone who had worked for the game that weekend. And I thought that was incredibly cool and, very much like who he purports to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, it's one of those times I'm like, okay, the right people are getting famous. All right.
I think
right
so.
people are doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Light Life Full says life-size Carl statue does the size found in the book. He was actually probably smaller than life-size because he wasn't as tall as me. So it probably wasn't an actual life-size statue. And because Carl's supposed to be like 6'2", 6'3", I think.
Yeah.
So it was definitely not actual life-size, but it was pretty fucking cool. Samantha's head was in his chistera, and he was like...
It was like almost as big as you, though, so yeah.
Yeah, but there's a pedestal, so he was actually...
Yeah, no. Yeah, fair.
He was probably like 5'4" or something like that.
Yeah, but, on like a platform.
Yeah, it was a cool statue. Lots of Dungeon Crawler Carl stuff. Honestly, the most of the cosplays I saw this weekend were Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, yeah. Gen Con is not a big cosplay con.
No.
We will have a cute little vlog coming out soon over on Nerdy Nightly and Roleplay Relay.
Yeah.
Would love for you guys to watch it. And also, honestly, for the vlogs, would love any feedback from you guys because we like making them. And we're going to know like what kind of things you're interested in seeing at like the cons. But yeah, so many Carl and Donut cosplays, but especially Carl. It was definitely like the biggest thing of the weekend. That The Hobbit and Dungeon Crawler Carl were like the two big things. They also like are launching a Naruto card game, but I think because none of our friends are super into that, it wasn't as big a part of like our weekend. And but they also had a whole room.
It's not the kind of cosplays that you would wear to this con.
No.
Whereas like Carl's so easy.
Yeah, Carl, as long as you get boxers and a jacket, you can kind of pull it off. It is really cool to see. We're obviously loving these books. Very excited for the TTRPG.
Yeah.
If you want to, if you'd be interested in a TTRPG show in that system, let us know because we like playing games.
Because things might be happening.
Because we like make believe. So yeah, looking to hear from you guys as well.
Yeah.
But it was a good weekend.
Yeah. One of the perks of going to conventions is cool stuff happens. So if you can get your local convention, go. Even
the small local ones.
Yeah, I'm just a big supporter of conventions in general.
Yeah, are great.
Yeah.
If you want to see us at a convention, you can always put in a request. Like a lot of I'm just saying, a lot of cons have like feedback forms and things like that. And we're far more likely to go if we get invited.
We should probably talk about the Other Bedlam Bride though, because we are 20 minutes into book club.
Yeah,
17 minutes. 17 minutes. We did talk about Dungeon Crawler Carl though.
Yeah.
So it's not
the
a
TTRPG.
total waste.
We talked about Matt Dinniman.
We also both opened a battle robot. You know who would do fine in the dungeon? Rob Ross.
Yeah.
They would have their class would be like automaton specialist or something. And they would be
some kind of artificer.
Yeah. They'd be sending shit out to attack the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I question how long I could last in the dungeon, but there's definitely people I know. I'd be like, oh no, I think you can make it pretty far. As long as you didn't get like really unlucky, you know.
Linus Victorm just sent me a message to remind me that the opening of the bags and the Lego is very loud in our book club streams, our book club reactions. So I think that we will no longer open bags and pour the pieces out while we're recording. Sorry, everyone. Linus, thank you for giving me the heads up. Chapter 27 is a chapter we were supposed to talk about last week, but didn't. Right. Whoopsie. Oops. So, chapter 27.
Oh, I was like...
We finally read it. We finally read it. Carl is trying to get in touch with Katya and finds out that woman is asleep. But not in a bed. Not in a safe room. No, she's asleep on the bar at the Desperado Club. Yeah,
she's passed the fuck out because the dungeon has gotten her addicted to drugs. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially magical drugs. Like, you don't know what that's gonna do to you. So we're gonna have to cure Katya of several different addictions.
Yeah, it's an interesting setup. And then, it's an interesting, like, little bit of story in that the addictions can be sort of magically cured, kind of. And so there is a sub-story going on behind the scenes where we're trying to play Pokemon. And all of our friends are trying to, like, find the potions to cure an addiction. And
I mean, Mordecai's doing a lot of that. Thank God. Thank God we have Mordecai.
Yes, thank God we have Mordecai. I kind of, like, there's parts of this section where I love that these books are from Carl's POV. And it's what he sees. Some of this I would have liked to have seen. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is the stuff that would be fodder for really good television content. When they adapt the show, of, like, how do the B squad that sort of is in Carl's orbit, how do they go about finding these ingredients and all of this stuff? I think there's a lot of story here that I feel like in a different book series I would have really enjoyed reading, but because Matt Dinniman does keep the focus so narrow, I don't know that it would make the book better, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't, because I think that Matt Dinniman's focus is of value, and there's already so much happening that to widen the scope might be difficult.
Yeah.
But there's just, this is fascinating to me, and I think the TV show could really get into, like, Imani's part in this episode is we're watching her, like, fail at a card thing because she's focusing on saving Katya, right?
Right.
And, you know, that's the way that this, because the TV show is going to have to give these characters things to do on screen.
Yeah.
We're going to have to spend more time with other people in order to justify their contracts, which is just a reality of television.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the things Matt Dinniman's done is he's already given us what those plots are a lot of the time. Right?
Yeah. It really just depends on how much the TV show wants to expand on them.
I think it's going to have to.
Well, I think it kind of depends on whether or not they cast, like, new actors or not. Because I think that, you know, someone who this is their first big break is kind of more willing to stay on to a contract, even if it's not giving as much screen time.
It doesn't really matter, right? You're still paying them. So, like, you have to give them things to do.
Yeah, and bigger actors are more expensive.
And also, like, just the reality of giving the actor who plays Carl days off.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a practical reality to having to...
There do need to be scenes without Carl.
Yeah.
Because otherwise...
Otherwise, it's just too much.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. And it's, you know, it's always the most for the crew, right? But being in an action franchise like this, like, you need recovery days between stunts, and you know, so you do have to build out a way for the show to be, you have to build out a way for the show to be practical.
Yeah, and I think that the show might utilize the recap episodes more for
100%.
Like,
100%.
Right? I think it's just a great tool. And makes for framing it in the television show, like, to just be more interesting, right? Than hearing about them watching a thing that happened, but really, like, actually, like, seeing it and going in and knowing what everyone else is up to at the same time.
And without a doubt, because it's Seth MacFarlane, the recap show is going to be cameo central. We're going to see a bunch of very famous people die in very gruesome ways, and it's going to be very funny.
Yeah, that would be great.
Marius of the Bane says, I think it could be the Rosamund Pike problem, where the side character who is a talented actor can sometimes overblow the other stories, like in Wheel of Time. I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
You have to be careful to make sure that you're not putting someone in a place where they become the main character.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have that in Wheel of Time, right? Like, Rosamund Pike kind of makes Moiraine the lead of the first season, and so the whole show kind of doesn't work.
Yeah, it feels very different.
Because the story's from the wrong point of view. Carl, whatever they do, they have to keep Carl as the point of view character.
Yeah, of course.
They're just going to have to give scenes to other people. Particularly in, like, book 2 area, floor 3, where, like, you can't just have Imani be a character in book 1, in the first season of TV, and then she just completely disappears for a season of TV.
And then comes back for a bunch, yeah.
No. We're going to see other people's point of views, and and Lightblind Phil says, hot take, Moiraine actually is the main character in Wheel of Time. You're deeply wrong, but it's a take you're allowed to have.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I definitely don't agree with that.
Without it's hard not to tell why without spoiling, but yeah, you're incredibly incorrect. The brain is ticking. It's tickling slowly, but it's ticking. Chapter 27. We can't just keep talking about the show. We gotta talk about the book. The book is good. The book is so good.
Yes.
I just want to talk about the show because I want to talk about how we're gonna. So we find out a bunch of information about Phase 2 and 3. Phase 2, we're going to be teleported to a different place on Earth. We're going to then fight the 9 key holder, or the 9 Pokemon trainers, so that we can fight
the gym leaders. Yeah.
Well, no, but it's not even the gym leaders, right? We're fighting like the 9
ring wraiths?
No. It's like any of the gyms in Pokemon, where like you have to beat it's like Norman's gym in Gym 5 where you have to win to get to the end.
Yeah.
You can't skip it.
Yeah.
You know, like in some gyms you don't have to fight all the trainers, in some gyms you do. This is a gym where you do, right?
Yeah.
To fight the Pokemon gym leader, we only need one Pokemon badge in order to... It's a key. We get a key. In Phase 3, we get teleported back to our original area.
Yeah.
And then we have to use our key to get through the door. And then we go to floor 9.
Yep.
Where shit is going to get so fucking crazy.
Yeah. And if you don't have a key, you have to take one from someone else.
Which, I don't understand how that's going to work. Because, like...
They're all in different areas.
Yeah, so like if you don't have a key, do you get to go to an area with someone? Are you guaranteed to go to an area with someone who does have a key?
I don't know. I think that in a weird way, maybe the dungeon has like I feel like that's spoilers.
Spoilers for what?
Cosmere. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Where everything's closer together.
Yep.
Like all the places that people are kind of just lifted out and put onto one big battle arena.
Here's the thing: if Inez doesn't get a key, which she probably doesn't, because she's solo, fighting one of those crazy hydras. True. If Inez doesn't get a key, she's not a threat to us. Like Donut, Carl, and Mongo are not losing in a fight to Inez. So I think that whoever gets put in front of us can't have been in Cuba the first time.
I have a question, though.
Yeah.
Can't you just add people to your party?
No, you can't. You can to your party, not your squads. Remember, they were split into squads of 6 for this.
Oh, and they split... Yeah, right. So if
which is why Katya and Amani are not...
No, you're right. Yeah. That feels so long ago. Yeah. Yep.
Shark says Lucia. I'm not sure in what... Oh, you're saying Lucia might be put in front of us? Maybe. I doubt it. I have a feeling we don't see Lucia.
Lucia went to where Florin went to, which is not.
And Florin got a key, didn't he?
Oh God!
Isn't Amani the only? Amani's the only one of our friends who doesn't have one, right?
I think.
I'm pretty sure Florin got his. Katya got hers.
Someone is running around chasing a guy that fled. Who is that? That's not Amani, right? That's
Yeah, Amani's the one who she doesn't have hers.
She's the one that's chasing
Amani's,
the guy that fled? Okay.
Yeah, no. Sister Inez, Shark, in the first third of the book, Sister Inez was the woman with the nun who killed the other nuns, who walked away and was in Cuba with them. That's why I'm saying Sister Inez, because she's from the same area.
She literally will be teleported back where we are. Yeah,
Amani's chasing the guy. Yeah, I was right about that.
Okay, so that one is Amani.
And Bryce says, who was it who ended up in the ocean, though? I want to know. That's so funny. Can you imagine you finish the 7th floor, and they're like, where do you want to go? And you're looking at the map, and you're like, oh, fuck this. I'm done. And you just choose the Atlantic.
It's one of those weird things where I'm like, how is the game so broken that like
they skipped a whole
everybody's
floor.
Choices got I guess
right, like they had 20 more days of prep that were thrown out because Prepotente broke the glass ceiling because he supports women.
Okay, 100%. Bring down Cascadia because we support women. Undermine her in her job, make her look bad in front of the higher-ups for women.
I support 100%. Human women. I don't know that I support fish women.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a huge speciesist.
Poor Zev.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know if I support Zev. I love Zev.
I do.
I don't know I trust Zev.
Really?
I hope we can trust them.
I think so. I think the fact that she lost her whole fucking family, like...
Oh, I know. We know we've been told nerdy teaching racism again. I am joking, okay? I don't support women, though. I want to be very clear. I support women doing good things, like Zev, and I don't support Cascadia.
The biggest difference between Nerdy and I is that Nerdy supports women's rights, and I support women's rights and wrongs.
Oh, really? So you're going to stand up for B today?
No, fuck her.
Do you want to die on that hill?
Nah.
In this video?
She's a dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck B. Nah.
This is my point.
I know. I'm just...
It's real easy to say you stand up for women's wrongs until women do some wrong shit, and you're like, well, okay maybe not that one.
Only if they're a baddie. And B, not a baddie. She's sad.
Wait. So you would be fine with B ruining a single mother's life for sending a Facebook message if she was hot?
No, she's a baddie. There's a lot of hot people. Not a lot of baddies, you know?
I don't know what that means.
If she looked like Dua Lipa, I'd be into it, you know? Be like, hell yeah.
Do you not like single mothers?
Jesus Christ. That's some of our best work. That reaction is...
best work? We didn't do anything. We just watched fucking Attack on Titan live action.
Our hearts were open.
Oh my god.
To receiving art.
The funniest line ever uttered on screen.
Truly.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What a callback. Yeah.
If you've never seen our reaction to the Attack on Titan live action movie, I highly recommend you watch it. I also highly recommend you watch the Attack on Titan live action movie. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen, and I love it so deeply.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's so bad. And it's like, it's not good on any level. It's not a good adaptation of Attack on Titan. Why are there helicopters? Like, there's just so many. It's so weird, but it's so fucking good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some weird ass shit going on over there. I wonder if the person that landed in the ocean was a remnant? Is that what they're called?
A remnant?
What the fuck?
No, they're
an Agatha.
They're oh my god, what's the word? It's reincarn?
Nope. Residual.
There
we go. Thank you, chat. I was like, chat's gonna save us here.
Oh my god.
In about a YouTube delay's time.
And we're on low latency.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
We need to up that shit to super low latency.
Yeah, what if it's just like a residual who's like, maybe there's something in the ocean. Like, fuck it. I'm out of here.
I was really hoping the residual thing was gonna go somewhere far more interesting. We'll get into that at the end.
It will. No, it will. I
hope you're right. The end of the week was a bit of a, oh, okay, sure. No,
that's what they want you to think.
Chapter 28. And basically, we just find out Batista's been covering her Katya. She is currently... Katya found a room in the dungeon because Carl told her where it was. She didn't really find it.
Yeah,
she went to a room Carl told her about.
Yeah.
And she created a cocktail of drugs so insane. She is unconscious for 10 more hours. For
30 hours total, I think it was.
And so Carl and Donut have to go and practice because there's nothing they can do until she fucking wakes up.
Hell yeah.
Arizu, thank you for that super chat.
Thank you.
With Applet Zero expertise, I'm not a therapist, but I've diagnosed B with anxious attachment issues. All her actions point to preemptive control and not allowing her guy to have a choice, while at the same time having backups for herself.
Which is so fascinating because it seemed like from the perspectives we've been given, she's so ready to get rid of Donut. Like,
Hey, and not get rid of Donut, though. Replace Donut for her, like, pageant work.
I just mean, for the attachment issues, it feels like it feels like because she has control over Donut, right? She's like, feels like she's like won that already. And so she doesn't need to so she's like, I did that, it's fine. But with Carl, because he's like a sentient being, you have to constantly work at it.
Yeah.
And I we'll get to what she did, but it was deeply fucked and I hate her.
Yeah.
And I would happily play her in the TV show.
Isn't she? I'm pretty sure she's a person of color.
What?
I'm pretty sure B's Latina, right?
No.
Is she not?
No. Carl and B are like the basic bitch white couple. Like,
for some reason I thought she was. Oh no, yeah, freckles. Oh wow. Oh yeah, she's a redhead.
Well, in that art I could definitely do it for sure.
That art's just you. Never mind.
With glasses.
For some reason I thought she was a Latina. I'm just wrong.
No.
Joe White, thank you for joining the Nerds Radiant.
Hey, thank you, Joe.
You could play a basic white girl.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
100%. I got that on lock.
Yeah.
Apparently, I can also play a bitch. That's what I get cast in for, like, everything.
Yeah, it's either a bitch or a stripper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazon Prime was like, wait, she'll take her clothes off on camera? Great.
Hell yeah.
Let's give her jobs.
Give me that money. I'm here for it.
Is this going to be another 2-on situation? I don't think so. 2-on was so much more explicitly black.
No, yeah.
And I just was skipping over descriptions because I was incredible.
At that point, you were like, clothes? Okay, yeah.
If you don't know what the 2-on situation is, when we were reading Wheel of Time, I got really bored of reading Robert Jordan describing clothes because I realized they never actually mattered all that much. So I just stopped reading anytime he described anything. It did not impact my enjoyment of those books at all. I don't feel like I missed anything, but the internet was very mad at me for a minute, and a bunch of people who were like $50 a month patrons sent me messages that they were canceling their Patreon subscriptions over it.
I think it was like
two. It was 2.
Yeah.
Which was a lot, but that's a lot of our $50 a month Patreon subscriptions.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anyone at that tier anymore. We keep lowering our prices.
We only have one tier, don't we? Or...
Yeah, but we used to have like a joke tier, but it might still exist.
No, I know. I just mean like our Patreon is mostly just for reactions and...
But so the 2-on situation was that I did not know that 2-on, the character who owns all the slaves in Wheel of Time, was black.
Yeah.
Which was a choice, Robert Jordan.
Was a choice.
Also,
Rob Ross says I have resting bitch face with the sarcasm thing at the end, but that's that you don't know how many times I've been told that. That is facts. I try really hard not to. That's just how I live.
And I don't want to like open up too much about our relationship online, even though we kind of say everything online. But, like, I also don't know when Clarence is happy or mad at me.
Yeah, he'll be like, are you mad at me? I'm like,
but,
no.
like, almost every day. I have to ask at least once.
Why would I be mad at you? You're like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Especially when we're in the car. Clarence just sort of goes into this zone when I'm driving. And I'll look over, and it looks like she's, like, seething with anger. And she's actually just, like, kind of shutting down.
No, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
From strangers, from friends, from you, and I feel like I've worked very hard to not, and apparently that work has not paid off. So here we are.
Yeah,
it's fine. I think it's just because most of the time, like when I'm not like live, like I think like most of the time I'm like,
that's the face.
Yeah. This is like relaxed.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm never relaxed. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. So I try and never to relax.
Yeah. Resting disassociating glare is a great word for it.
Checks out. Yeah.
I
don't know. I get the resting bitch face a lot. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Tis what it is. Just gonna say it means I'm a baddie. What? Baddies have resting bitch face.
Just don't go into my Facebook messages and start getting women fired because they asked if I wanted drinks. Which would be wild because we're poly.
That would be actually insane behavior.
If you called someone at someone's boss and been like, hey, I'll show you my tits. If you fire this bitch my husband had sex with.
Jesus. Light Blindfold, welcome back to the Nerds Radiant. Could the resting... Have you met the world face? I mean, yeah. The world is...
The world is the world.
Something else.
Chapter 29. We have so many chapters to get through. Yep. Also, heads up, y'all. For the next book, we are going to do less chapters per book club. Because I feel rushed.
Oh, yeah. We haven't talked about the splits. But I think...
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to do more splits for these books moving forward. Because so much happens in them. And we would like to have stuff to talk about.
The next one's even bigger, right? Yeah. So...
This book is a little condensed. And so we are moving forward going to spread these out over more weeks. Because we're hoping after Bougainville trip, after our Germany trip, to go back to weekly.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do less chapters each week and do the books for a little bit longer. Because I like the tangents and I like...
Keeping book club feeling like book club.
Arzu, we might go 5. We might go 5 weeks for the next book. Just so that we can slow down and talk about stuff more and not feel...
It is 4 natural breaks.
Fuck, okay, we're probably going to do 4 then. But...
All right.
Okay.
How much bigger is it than this one?
How many? Yeah. How many chapters a week is that? Because this week is like 27 chapters or something like that. No, it's not.
It's like
24.
20. Yeah, something. 20 something. I think. Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to slow down a little bit because I like the tangents and I don't want to feel like we can't do tangents because book 7 is smaller than 6.
Oh.
Okay, so if it's smaller than 6 and we do 4 weeks, that's probably great.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great. Yeah, we were just like, oh no, if this keeps like, if this keeps, if there keeps being so much to talk about, we don't want to feel rushed. We don't want you guys to feel rushed. So that's okay. Is it the density wise? Is it similar?
Skipcat brings up the reactions to every chapter. Part of the reason why this book has been hard, and the last book as well, is doing 20 audiobook reactions a week is not easy.
Well, and we want to go back to weekly. So so doing that in 1 week would be tougher. So we want to make sure that like we're all getting the best experience out of this as possible.
Yeah. Chapter 29, Donatia sold donut sponsorship to the Long Haul Biological Waste Management Solutions.
Yeah, which Donut is not happy about.
Which is very funny because there is we were almost at the waste management golf tournament this year. We were in Arizona the same weekend.
Oh.
Everyone on our flight when we went to Arizona was going to waste management. Waste management has a huge golf tournament called the Waste Management Golf Tournament in Arizona.
Great.
And so this just reminded me of that. And I think it's very funny to have a golf tournament called Waste Management.
Yeah. Okay.
I just think that's very, very hilarious.
Why not, I guess.
Donut's pissed.
Yeah.
But she has to sell it.
It's a good look,
Because Donatia is going to be Faction Wars competitor.
Yeah, we're going to have to duke it out.
Duke it out.
Yeah. Carl and Donut are trying to practice with the cards, and a lot of them don't like each other. They lose a fight. Does not go well. Donut's very upset. However, Donut is really getting into the card game, and I relate to that so hard. Chapter 30.
She Maria would be an expensive Magic card, right?
Oh, God. Yeah.
That would be like a Surge Foil $500 card.
Probably. Yeah. It would do some crazy stuff like, it tap like 10 mana, but you like exile all of your opponents with madness, some bullshit.
I would fucking love for a Dungeon Crawler Carl Secret Lair, but not of characters from Dungeon Crawler Carl, exclusively characters that were cards in this section.
Uzi Jesus.
So like there's like Alpha Carl,
yeah. There's Frank Q, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Uzi Jesus.
Oh my god, I want to make an Uzi Jesus deck so fucking bad.
Right.
That would be my commander in a minute. Or the crab. Raoul the Crab. There's already a Crab's archetype in Magic the Gathering.
Oh, okay.
Spiders is an archetype in Magic the Gathering, so She Maria would be a great like spider commander.
I wonder if you could do like
King Croissant for my cats and dogs deck.
Well, I was gonna say if you know how TMNT has the dual commanders, you have Alpha Carl and King Croissant as like two commanders.
Oh, it's a partnered commander.
Yeah.
Donut and Carl, if they do this, eventually have to be a partner commander.
Yeah.
Like Kratos and Atreus were from God of War.
Oh, yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Can you imagine an entire team that's just different versions of Jesus? I can actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, Good Games Morley, they're so funny on TikTok if you're not following them. They did a great Magic the Gathering bit about like the Bible set. Where like the like board wipe is like the flood. He's like, I have an instant it's like a reprint of Teferi's Protection, but it's Noah's Ark.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a like series of videos. It's like she's a 10, but she plays slivers.
Wait, that's good. That's a good video.
Thank you.
Oh my god, she's a 10, but she...
Great, we'll make it today and post it.
Hell yeah. God, I love you.
I love you.
Mwah. Okay, we need to keep talking about this book, though. Magic the Gathering has destroyed us. It is completely consuming our lives.
Yeah, it's fine. Katya's awake. Hey, we're gonna go to the Desperado Club to meet her. She's in bad shape. She's in the middle of being cured of her addictions and therefore is in like worse shape because of that. She's like very ill. But Mordecai needs to do his work. And I don't think they can cure her of everything at the same time. He's making like several different concoctions that she's gonna have to take. I don't know.
Have you ever seen someone in withdrawal?
No.
Fuck that shit. That shit sucks. Don't get addicted to things, because honestly, I have seen someone in the throes of withdrawal.
Yeah.
And it is, there's just nothing like it.
Yeah.
It's like watching someone come apart in a way that haunts me. Genuinely haunts me. Very, very, very hard to do. And that was alcohol withdrawal. Like, there are worse withdrawals than what I saw.
Oh yeah. 100%.
And just truly, I feel so bad for Katya.
Well, the fact that she steps up and is able to get shit done is just a testament to her will, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that it is completely unfair that the dungeon has like magical addictive substances. Obviously, like that's so incredibly fucked up. Katya is an incredible, strong person and is able to get up on her feet to save Donut.
Well,
or herself. To save Donut emotionally, I think it is.
What I like about this version of the addiction storyline that Matt Dinniman's going with, though, is that in stories like this, I feel like you often get the addiction storyline of a player gets something like the Ring of Suffering, and they become addicted to power that is helping them live, but also has these big downsides. Whereas Matt Dinniman isn't actually telling a story with Katya about her taking like a drug that's giving her extra strength or whatever. She's taking a drug to mollify the mental effects of being in the dungeon.
Yep.
Right? Of being used by the galaxy in this way for entertainment and what it is doing to her emotionally.
Yeah.
The drug isn't a steroid that has a downside. The drug is a balm on these remarkably deep wounds that are being created by the life that they're all being forced to live.
Yeah.
And in that, I feel like Matt Dinniman's doing a more interesting, like, human story rather than the, like, oh no, I took too many of my big, strong muscle pills. Which which is a story I've seen before that is also interesting, but just less poignant than I think this is. Because Matt Dinniman isn't really telling a power fantasy here, right? Like, there are power fantasy elements to Dungeon Crawler Carl. And
but
I think
it's never really felt like a power fantasy.
No, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And, you know, I watched a video recently on TikTok of a woman saying why she doesn't like Dungeon Crawler Carl because it's misogynistic. And I found her reasoning so deeply flawed and so frustrating because you know, I wrote out this long comment that I didn't post, which I do a lot. I almost comment on people's stuff so much. And then I'm like, I don't need to join the discourse. I'd probably be a bigger creator if I joined the discourse more, but I just don't want to fight with people. But my pushback against her whole point was like, you know, like there's a lot of violence against women in the first book, right? Carl finds a naked woman on the ground. The hoarder is a woman, and there's not a lot of violence against men. And what I found so fascinating about that is that everything that happens to Carl is violence against a man.
Yeah.
And you just don't see it that way because you're watching him, like, fight.
Yeah.
And that it's this weirdly, like, I think deeply misogynistic viewpoint that this woman has of the violence that is perpetuated against the man in the book.
Doesn't count.
Not that it doesn't count, but that is what action stories are supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that this finding a naked woman on the ground is misogynistic, but Carl being sexualized by the AI is storytelling.
Yeah.
And that the sexualization of Carl's body does not balance out the sexualization of that woman, even though that woman was never sexualized. She's just naked.
Yeah, because this is a loot thing. We play video games and leave people naked on the ground all the time because we just take their shit.
But I found, but like watching her video and then, you know, seeing like she's a book talk girly and she, you know, reads like your books to just be people pointing at things and being like, that's bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, racism is bad, right? And when a book tries to explore things in a way that tells you racism is bad, but without having the characters just fucking say it, like the Netflix version of entertainment that we get, you go, I don't know how to input this. There's a naked woman who's dead on the ground, and so this book is misogynistic. Yeah. And it's like, no, all of the humans in this book are being used. All of them are being used.
Not even just the humans. Every being. That is in this dungeon, whether it is constructed by the AI, whether it is someone who was on a different planet and is stuck in this horrible contract, or the humans from Earth. Like, everybody. I really don't understand how you could read Dungeon Crawler Carl and be like, this is misogynistic. That's wild.
Sorry, guys. We did drop 800 frames there for a second, so sorry about that. It seems like we're back to the green. But it is my problem with, look, and I get called woke all the time because I had a problem with slavery, the way slavery was handled in Wheel of Time. Yeah. Right? I had a problem with the way Brandon Sanderson handled the slavery narrative of characters in Warbreaker and in
Some of Stormlight.
Stormlight, right? Yeah. I complain about slavery in fantasy worlds, not because I think that you can't tell a story with slavery in it. Yeah. But because it felt like we were reading all these fantasy books where we could not imagine a world without slavery. Like, even in our fantasies, every single one had to have slavery, right? Dungeon Crawler Carl has to have slavery in it. Because Dungeon Crawler Carl is about the way in which capitalism has turned us into slaves. Yeah. Yep. Slaves for our attention, literal slaves in the way that we use people in the prison system. Yeah. And this book is about those things.
Oh, yeah, when Zev walks up and is like, yeah, this is what we do with, like, criminals. I was like, where's a mirror? Like,
Dungeon Crawler Carl has to have those elements. Dungeon Crawler Carl has to have the hoarder be a naked woman who is fat and used as...
She's not naked.
Yeah, her like, big breasts are swinging. That's part of it.
Oh, okay.
She's like slovenly and large. Because you have to show the way in which a show like Hoarders is using people to make shit tons of money and not benefit those people's lives. Right. You have to actually show the bad thing to say that it's bad. Yeah. It is not the same as fantasy stories that aren't talking about our real world constantly using slavery even though their world doesn't need to have it. Yeah. Right? Like, it's Dungeon Crawler Carl is a commentary on the real world and has something to say about those things. I have a problem with fantasy stories that use those things to be edgy but don't have anything to say about them. Yeah, 100%. That is the huge difference for me. Yeah. I don't...
When it's used as set dressing.
When it's set dressing.
It's like, really?
Or okay. In some of Brandon Sanderson's stuff, when it's used to put down the people on the bottom in a very weird way and be like, we need to uphold the social order of rich people. I find Brandon Sanderson's politics on that so confusing because the way he talks in public makes me think that he is very like socialist populist, kind of like for the people, but then his books are so like, well, actually kings and queens are generally right and they should stay in charge, and removing them from power is a bad thing, which I just find to be like politically a very weird
I think
underpinning of all of his work.
I think that depends more on the voice of the character, because like his characters all have varying different opinions on that.
I don't think his books do, though. I think that there are characters that push back against nobility, and I think that in Mistborn Era 1, Brandon Sanderson is more on the like people's side. I think everything post Mistborn Era 1 is very weirdly pro top down, like maintaining the status quo government structures in a way that I just find very strange. I find his worldviews post Mistborn Era 1, really just post Mistborn Era 1, very elitist. And I like his books. I do. I'm not like Oathbringer is fucking brilliant. Don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite books I've ever read.
Yeah.
There's still politics in that book that I'm like, I don't really get what you're trying to say about like kings here.
Yeah.
Embry says, I haven't found it misogynistic. There are enough complex female characters treated with empathy that the stereotypes come across as more as criticism. I understand that. I agree with you. I think the problem with the readership right now is that we're getting to this point where you can't show or say anything bad without people saying that you're like advocating for badness. Even though the book is explicitly putting bad things in and having the characters go, that's bad, we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, there is never a moment in Dungeon Crawler Carl where they're like, the way that we're being treated is cool, actually. It's fine. That's great.
And this, Katya's drug addiction is an extension of that. That Matt Dinniman is not giving her superpowers through drugs and she's having side effects. Matt Dinniman is saying this woman is falling apart and she gets addicted to a drug because it is helping her deal with how awful this is. And that is way more real drug addiction than... Look, are there guys on Wall Street addicted to cocaine because it gives them a vibe and, you know...
Or steroids or whatever. Like...
You know, they're doing cocaine and blue chew so that they get the vibe and they can also keep their dicks hard? Yes, that is a thing. Are the majority of drug addiction problems in the States opioids because people don't have jobs and they are losing their houses and they're just trying to get through the fucking day?
Or they got hurt one day and it fucked up the rest of their life?
Yeah, my uncle fell off a roof and was struggling with opioid addiction because of it.
Yeah.
Because of legally prescribed opioids that became addicted, right? Katya, the drug addiction Dinniman puts in this book is not a game. It is just real fucking shit.
Yeah.
It is just real, I need help getting to sleep tonight shit. Which is so true for so many people, for friends of mine who I know struggle with this shit.
Yeah.
Right? And are trying to be better and are trying to be better with their families and are just going through it. And it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard because the drugs are so good at it. When I was in middle school, I did a lot of drugs. I grew up in the prairies. It happens. But I knew what I was taking. I could take ecstasy at the Strathcona dance with my 14, 15-year-old friends. And I knew that it was ecstasy and we were okay and we were going to get home okay.
Yeah.
One of my friends was roofied one time, but it wasn't from something she took. Someone intentionally roofied her. That's shit. And that sucks. And men are terrible. But
yeah,
nowadays, you don't even know what you're taking. If you're young and experimenting with drugs now, who the fuck knows what's in it?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? Nobody does. It's so dangerous now.
Yeah.
Because the drugs are so good at getting us addicted and we don't have magic fucking bullshit in it, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. This is hard to read because I love Katya and I want her to be happy. And at the same time, I think that like Matt Dinniman wrote this so perfectly. And the fact that she like gets up and like you said, like keeps pushing through, keeps fighting, keeps doing the fucking thing.
That is like the real testament to her character.
Yeah.
Not that she smoked one of these death sticks one time and then it was all fucking downhill from there because she was set up to fail. Right? And
the community doesn't give up on her. Right? And I think that that's such important storytelling in this book of like...
But I also think that Carl's reactions... His internal feelings and his outward actions are also so real. He's frustrated. Like, he's upset with her.
Yeah. And
he is struggling with trying to still get shit done.
Yeah.
And show and help her and show up for her because the reality of their situation, right? Like, Carl's not like a perfect dude. Right?
Yeah.
He sometimes has these feelings that are very real, and most of the time, he is self-aware enough to work through them.
Yeah.
And act in a way that is, like, more mature than I think a lot of people would act. It happens several times in this section alone, even with the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, it's not fucking Christmas. Like, this is insensitive, whatever. And Louis like, no, man, it's fucking Christmas. You shut your dirty whore mouth and open presents, you know.
Let's say that. Let's get to Louis when we get to it.
Yeah.
I have so much to say about Louis because I
just love how
have
Carl...
disparaged that man.
No, you,
and so I have apologies to make.
You owe him an apology for sure. But like Carl is just feels so real because of his internal life and because he doesn't just immediately react on his first feelings, you know.
And he's not morally clean.
No, he's not perfect.
Carl is feels like such a real person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blue says when they broke their ankle, despite saying it didn't hurt, they prescribed him 4 different opioids.
That sounds like the United States of America.
That's nuts. You know what's weird?
To be an American.
I don't think I know anyone in Canada. I don't think I know anyone in Canada that has been prescribed opioids.
You definitely do.
Maybe.
But they're...
Maybe. I'm just saying.
I want to be very clear. Canada also has an opioid crisis.
Okay.
It is much smaller and much less at the clinical level. Overprescription at a clinical level was not as big of a problem in Canada.
Yeah, okay.
There was still prescription of opioids. We still prescribe opioids. Opioids, we do monitor them better here.
Yeah. No, they do serve a purpose. I'm not being like, don't take anything.
Also, opioid addiction isn't as big a problem where we live. As it is in Alberta. It's a huge, like, if you go up to, like, Fort Mac and stuff.
Yeah.
With the guys working the oil wells and stuff. Like,
sure.
Opioid addiction is...
Especially
opioids are
because they probably
crazy.
had injuries with the jobs that they have.
Well, and just, yeah, there's pretty much it. There's a lot going on there. And...
Sure.
It's just tough. It's a really tough thing, and it has affected so many lives, and it's affected my life. I've never actually taken an opioid in my life, but
never had surgery.
Yeah, I was prescribed. I think Tylenol 3 with codeine is technically an opioid, but I never took it.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's technically an opioid. I might be wrong about that, so I don't want to. I want to be clear that I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know that it is because I don't actually.
I think codeine is an opioid.
To the best of my knowledge, T3s are not addictive. To the best of my knowledge.
That is definitely not true.
I mean, like...
T3s are definitely addictive.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They can be.
Okay.
Because what happens... The addiction actually happens in that your brain... If you're on them for a while, your brain will... When you get off of them, your brain will continue to say that you're in pain.
That's ibuprofen.
Because
my mom was addicted to ibuprofen for a short time after a car accident.
But I think Tylenol can have the same thing. Is codeine an opioid? Wow, it's listening to us. Yes, codeine is an opioid.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well.
But yeah, it's just tough. It's just tough. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Right now with that, and if you're in that world at all, I don't know. It's just. Sometimes it feels so... I don't want to sound defeatist about it, because I do think that we can help people. But, God, sometimes it's so hard to watch people go through it.
Yeah.
My uncle, thankfully, is mostly on the other side of it now. And, like... I don't think he'd mind me saying that, but it was really hard to watch him struggle with that.
Sure.
And I'm so proud of him for the work, for trying.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's even hard to try. Because they're cheap. It's not like they're super expensive or hard to get. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, just really, drugs are crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's why I don't really touch them. Like I will fuck with weed whenever. Like I love weed.
That's legally regulated here now, though. We don't have to worry about it.
But I literally buy it from the government.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we could go somewhere where like mushrooms are regulated.
We were in Amsterdam.
I was gonna say there are literally mushroom shops.
Yeah.
All over the place. I was like, oh, I did not realize.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just tough. And anyone who's struggling with that, I have so much empathy for you. And I hope that, I hope you're open to getting the help that you need, because I've just watched people go through it and it changes your whole life. Yeah. We go to the Desperado Club and we meet up with Samantha. It's time. Katya's okay. We gotta do some stuff. Carl goes to a secret hallway that they think Astrid the fairy is gonna come down. Yeah.
Seems like the path that she takes because they did a test version.
Fort Galore says they had a vasectomy and they were given OxyContin for a vasectomy. That's nuts. That's crazy. That is an overprescription by several degrees.
Yeah.
Unless it was botched. Like, I can't imagine you would need OxyContin for a fucking vasectomy scar.
That's so wild.
That's crazy. I think in Canada they tell you to like go buy Tylenol extra strength.
Yeah.
I don't think they even prescribe you anything. I think they're like, go buy over the counter Tylenol.
Like, put some ice on it. Put some ice on it. You'll be fine.
But OxyContin is wild. That's not even like a major surgery. A vasectomy, you don't even go under for that, right? You're awake.
Yeah. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's wild. Oh, that's crazy. Guys, I don't like OxyContin is so strong. It's so strong. And addictive. Crazy.
Yep.
Just put some vapor rub on it. Okay, don't do that. Light blinded fool, don't do that.
Buckley's.
It tastes awful, but it works.
Yeah. Just take some fucking Buckley's. You're welcome.
I just love the idea of someone like lying with their fucking like ass up on their shoulders, just pouring Buckley's on their fucking vasectomy scar.
Jesus Christ.
Their dick just smells like grape juice for some reason.
Wow.
Oxy for your appendectomy makes more sense to me. You had something removed from your body.
Excuse me. I've never had more than like over-the-counter. Oh, actually, that's not 100% true.
Pour some hand sanitizer. Oh god, you guys are crazy.
I have endometriosis, and I was prescribed naproxen, which is actually, I was like, no, I've only had over-the-counter pain meds. So I've had naproxen, did nothing, literally, fuck all. So
your body
work.
reacts so weird to medication, though.
Yeah, I don't know. When I went, so I don't know if you, we may not have talked about this. Super quick tangent aside, real quick.
This super quick tangent. We've been on for 20 minutes.
The day that we flew to Amsterdam, that morning we did a photo shoot for Scarlet Witch, and then that afternoon I had to get an emergency dental appointment because filling fell out.
And then we got on a red eye. That day was crazy.
On a red eye. Yeah, cool. Anyways, the filling.
It's on the same side. I'm surprised they didn't say anything.
Well, it's up here. You can't see it if you're just looking. You actually have to go. Yeah. Anyways, for the filling, they did the 2 needles or whatever for the fucking numbing stuff, which that's the worst part. 100%. Those are bonkers. She goes in. She's like, and I was like, oh. She's like, wait, you can feel that? I was like, yeah. She's like, all right, we're going to have to go back again. And so they had to, like, put it in, like, the nerve or whatever of the, like, specific whatever the fuck they were working on. And that was horrendous. It worked. It was fine. But the dentist was like, you know, they say about, like, redheads that, like, there's, like, a resistance. And I was like, I'm not an actual redhead, but thank you. I have heard that, and I will keep that in mind if I have to get my wisdom teeth out. Because that's my nightmare.
You're going to be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyways.
I promise you it's going to be fine. Hey. I promise you it's going to be fine.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
So, Carl puts a bunch of traps for Astrid in a hallway. Finds this weird door, and he's like, what's back there? Vorpals.
Yeah.
Vorpals
which has nothing to do with Alice in Wonderland.
What? Are there Vorpals in Alice in Wonderland?
There's the Vorpal. Well, okay, not Alice in Wonderland. There's the poem, The Jabberwocky with the Vorpal Sword, right? And
is that from Alice in Wonderland?
I don't know if that's where it comes from first, but
that's so funny. I only know about the Vorpal Sword from D&D.
Wrote it, so that's the only reason that I know.
That is such a wild flex.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Vorpal sword went snicker snack.
Vorpal's something my great uncle created. So
I don't know. I don't know if he made it up. I don't know if that's the first instance of it. But
does it does Vorpal's predate C.S. Lewis, or is this a reference to like? Should you be getting royalties for Matt Dinniman using this?
Okay, absolutely not. My family did not speak to him. Yeah,
it is crazy related to C.S. Lewis. It's so weird.
I mean, it's, distant enough that it doesn't, like... It's, like, kind of like a cool fun fact, and then we all move on. If I recall, those words are made up by Carol. Well, there you go. Cool.
I also like that you turned As Far As I Know into If I Recall.
Huh?
AFAIK says, as far as I know, not
Isn't that what I said?
No, you said if I recall.
Same thing. Same idea.
No, same idea.
Same, like, base level.
I just liked watching your brain work there as you turned As Far As I Know into If I Recall. Which is like, you're missing several letters. You created an R.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got to If I Recall, but...
Yeah,
it's somewhat similar.
Love that.
You should do like an Alice cosplay and be like, I did it for my great uncle.
I don't even know how many greats it is. That's the funny part. I'm like, greats. I know literally the only member of my family who ever met him was my great grandmother, and even then, I think she met him one time. Yeah. You know, like he was estranged from the family. That
many greats then. If she met him.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably great.
Yeah, it's just the family didn't.
When was C.S. Lewis alive?
With him, so I don't know. Yeah, these two acronyms are stored in the same part of the brain. Yeah.
C.S. Lewis was alive. He died in 1963?
Yeah, what did you think?
I thought he died in, like, the First World War. Oh, no, because he knew Tolkien. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. That actually, 1963 does make sense.
Yeah.
When was Tolkien alive until? Just Googling old men now. 73. Oh, wow. Tolkien was alive in 1973. Huh.
Yeah, so C.S. Lewis wrote the Chronicles of Narnia, different person. Actually, C.S. Lewis and Tolkien knew each other. I don't know if Lewis Carroll and Tolkien know each other.
Wait, you're related to Lewis Carroll. You're not related to C.S. Lewis.
Oh, is that what you typed in?
I went with the wrong.
I wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah, Lewis Carroll died in 1898. No, I was I was way more right about who your relative was. I just said C.S. Lewis. Lewis
Carroll, C.S. Lewis, they're yeah.
We are too neurodivergent for this.
Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm related to Lewis Carroll. People are like, Narnia? I'm like, no.
No. Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Charles Dodgson. Yes, that is his real name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Lewis Carroll, pen name.
I love that he was like, Charles Dodgson doesn't sound like an author, but Lewis Carroll, those are equally author names to me.
Yeah, it's a white man name.
These fucking white men, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of a white man, Carl puts a bunch of traps in all.
Yeah, we're gonna kill Astrid. It's gonna be crazy. Samantha is making a distraction, but she has become obsessed with the Gambling. Bartender.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, my guy. You got real unlucky.
Is his name Charles?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Somehow Charles gets elbow deep inside of Samantha. Yes. And so she is a acidic pocket dimension.
Yeah, she's a bag of holding.
She calls it her nussy.
Sure. But it's like a bag of holding. You can't put living people in it, right? Or they die.
Yeah, but you can put your arm in a bag of holding.
For how long?
Oh, that's fair. If you keep your arm in a bag of holding, does it? No, because you can put someone in a bag of holding. No. They just suffocate in 10 minutes.
Is it 10 minutes? Oh.
Or is that a portable hole? That might be a portable hole.
That might be a portable hole.
There might be 10 minutes of air in a portable hole.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, no, because in Mighty Nine,
yeah, okay. So Samantha is trying to be distracting, and it goes way too far because the feral demon Minge comes out of the nothing.
Yeah.
And starts destroying the Desperado Club.
Do you know what a Minge is?
A Minge?
Yeah.
No, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't get what's going on with all of Samantha's, with all of the sisters' names?
No.
That's interesting. So there's Slit, there's Minge, there's something. The other one. They're all slang for pussy. They're all slang for vagina.
Minge? Okay.
Yeah, minge is like British slang for vagina. Gash. Gash is also slang for vagina.
Oh, that's so unsexy.
Yeah.
Gash?
Yeah, slit, minge, and gash. They're all.
That sounds awful. I'm gonna eat your gash. That sounds awful. Like that.
I did not like that. I didn't like that
at
all.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't say it like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's bad. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Delete that one.
I don't know what the context would be for that, but yeah, they're all. I was curious if you would know what that is.
Yeah, no.
Minge isn't used when you're saying it's sexy, is what Embry says, which I do agree with.
Okay.
It's sort of like when it's gross.
Oh.
Or like.
So Matt Dinniman is misogynistic. Confirmed. That girl on TikTok was right. She was so right. That's it. Wrap it up, chat.
So we kill Astrid. The way we kill Astrid goes so fucking nuts. This scene to listen to was so crazy. Astrid ultimately doesn't end up going through the tunnel, which does fuck up our plans. Minge goes crazy. Her tentacles are destroying everything. We also need to move. We need to get Carl's dad, so we got to move through this.
Right, sorry.
Basically what happens is that we end up in the kitchen with Astrid.
Yeah.
Craziness is happening. The Desperado is being destroyed. Charles's arm is getting burnt to shit inside of Samantha. And
they're trying to release the Vorpals because those are the things that we'll be able to take out Minge and save people.
We end up in the Desperado kitchens.
Yep.
And Carl has the opportunity because Katya is frozen.
And Astrid is trying to protect Carl.
She thinks that her and Carl are on the same side.
Uh-huh.
And Carl walks up behind Astrid, rips her wings off of her body, and kills her. It's so fucking violent.
And she's like, wait, it was my husband.
Yeah. Yeah, the Nightworm is married to her. This is all a ploy to get her money because Astrid
was a crawler.
Yeah, she wasn't just a fucking NPC.
We find out that Astrid, one of the few good beans left.
Yeah.
And we fucking killed her because Astrid, when she got assigned to the Desperado Club, she brought her kid with her, her two kids. There's two brothers that are
Damascus,
in the
Steel, and
Penis Parade.
Anaconda, I think is the other one.
Palace? Is it Palace or Parade?
The Penis Palace.
Penis Palace, yeah. And then a bunch of their friends, like tried to take everybody in at the Desperado Club as best as she could, and she was betrayed by her husband, who is the Nightworm. And it's really deeply fucked up.
I feel so bad for Astrid.
I feel so bad.
But also, like, that the Nightworm was a crawler and has been so... like, we keep finding out that these crawlers who do make it out and make a deal, they end up back in the crawl until it breaks them, right? Odette ultimately sacrifices Mordecai's brother for a little bit of money. Which is a guilt that is running with her for hundreds of years. The Nightworm has become...
little bit of money is putting it very... What's the word? I think he's doing it a disservice, right?
How so?
Well, because when you say a little bit of money, it's like, oh, well, maybe she would have been able to get a nicer house. She sacrificed his brother so that she could have heir guaranteed.
Yeah, but she doesn't. It, like, even with that, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm just saying it.
She was gonna have some money, and the only difference in Mordecai going down a floor is a little bit of money, a little bit more money, right?
Yes, so that she can become a citizen as opposed to like dying once she leaves the dungeon.
Yeah, and so instead she ended up a slave and marrying the man who bought her.
Yeah. Hopefully that was good for them.
I mean, it seems like it was, but...
She seems, like, happy about it, which is great, but also, what the fuck?
But, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just that... It wasn't, like, Mordecai going down a floor was the difference between her freedom and her not freedom.
Right.
It was just how much she got paid.
Well, it kind of is
Actually,
the
no,
there's like freedom.
There's a five... She got out early because of it, too, I think.
No, it's that when she leaves, she's either a citizen or not.
No, but wasn't there an element of, like, she would have to, like, stay for, like, 5 more crawls or something? There was some element of that. I'm forgetting right now, but... No, and look, I'm not blaming Odette for what she did.
Yeah.
Right? What I'm saying is that these books keep... Because the Nightworm, Astrid, these books keep showing us that the experience of being a manager or a Desperado Club manager or whatever these jobs are that you make this deal for, it keeps getting worse. For them. It's not like you get to the 12th floor, you make your deal, and then things are okay. It's that, like, you then live a life that is almost worse than dying in the dungeon.
Well, and they talked about how now there's too many people, And it's actually far long. Your contracts are now extended by
because you're not in every crawl. You're in like every fourth crawl.
Yeah.
You're only a Borant manager. Yeah.
And no one had a say in that in their contracts.
I think the way that these books are exploring the fact that like getting to the 12th floor and making a deal isn't the end of it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, EK, I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Mordecai had died. She wouldn't have gotten out after that season.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Mordecai had to make a deal for her to be done.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Samantha? Welcome in. So Katya takes Astrid's body to the Nightworm, gets the orchid, but isn't going to eat it until the 9th floor, which I think is a mistake. I think she should eat it now.
I also think it's a mistake.
Or, well, but no, no, because she's the fucking card holder for her group.
Wouldn't just the next person be the card holder?
I don't know how that works.
Well, if the card holder dies, it has to pass to the next person, right?
I know, but what if the deck doesn't? What if she pops and then fucking Louis has to start building a deck from scratch?
Maybe, yeah.
That would be a disaster.
So Katya is going to try and wait as long as possible before taking this because she doesn't want to abandon her friends, which I understand. I do think it is going to bite them in the ass somehow, but I do understand the thought behind it. So Carl and Samantha head to the Penis Palace and
recruit the strippers.
Yeah, they recruit the strippers. The Vorpals kill Minge. It's very disgusting and horrific. And there's some weird noises and shit. Yeah. But yeah, Damascus is like, yeah, we were former crawlers. That's my family.
Yeah.
I am going to go murder my dad.
Scenes I wish I could have watched.
Yeah, maybe that.
I want to watch Damascus
show.
and Anaconda versus the Nightworm Man.
Yeah. Yeah, they say, hey, like, Damascus is like, oh,
I'll be back.
You killed her. I understand what happened here. And is like, not actually upset with them for it because he just understands how the dungeon works. And that is also on its own level deeply fucked up. But it's like, you owe me. You are going to hire all of these people. They are going to be in your posse, we'll say, and Damascus and Anaconda go to kill / get revenge on their father. Revenge might not be death. Who actually knows on that? So that was a fucked up reveal. Basically anybody, it seems like, can be a formal crawler, and unless you like actually talk to them about it. But even some of them don't know that they're former crawlers. Because that one guy was, like, so not in his right mind that he wasn't even able to speak coherently. It's kind of hard to tell at this point if it's a crawler or an NPC. But are they that much different at this point? Because the NPCs seem to all be waking up. I don't know. I feel so bad for Astrid. We did a horrible thing, and I genuinely am like, that. Wow, we suck for that. But also, I don't know what else we were supposed to do, because the dungeon fucking sucks. Anyways, chapter 35 is Odette's show. This is where we find out that Princess Donatia tried to get rid of the princess posse, which Donut is very upset about. Although whether or not Donut is like actually upset about is I actually have a big old question mark on that.
How much she's playing for the camera?
Yes, exactly. How much she is performing for this show, right? Because a lot of Donut's strategy in this is having the external influence. The Princess Posse, the chat boards, the support of outside, getting sponsors, etc., etc. Like, she is very much in the show of the dungeon.
And it's the thing that's almost frustrating about Carl, is that Carl does not give Donut enough credit for where they're at. Because, like, all of the Faction Wars stuff, 100% Donut. They would not have the financial ability to do any of this if Donut hadn't run the message boards the way she did.
Yeah.
Like, at the beginning of book 1, because we've been re-listening to book 1 together when we're in the car, and it's so different. It is so fast. Like, the AI voice has grown so much. But book 1, at the beginning of book 1, Mordecai's like, hey, like, you need to get sponsors. You need to play the game.
Yeah.
And Donut is. And Carl kind of isn't.
Yeah.
And Carl is benefiting so much from Donut's showmanship. Mm-hmm. Carl would be dead if it wasn't for Donut. In ways that, like, I know that Carl knows, and Carl's very sweet to Donut. I don't think Carl's being disrespectful to Donut. But, like, we are where we're at because Donut is playing the game.
Oh, yeah. Give credit where credit is due.
Katniss and Peeta. That's so good, Ember Eyes. Yeah. You need Peeta Millark to play the game.
Yeah.
To get Katniss where she is.
Yep. Absolutely.
It is crazy how good The Hunger Games is. It, like, gets lumped in with all the dystopian, like, YA of the time. And Hunger Games is actually just fucking bangers, man.
Yeah.
The third book isn't as good as the first two, but, like,
yeah.
The first two Hunger Games books and the fourth one, we haven't read Sunrise on the Reaping, but the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes
are all like that book too.
Certified bangers with really important things to say about society. I think Suzanne Collins is so underrated as a writer, like, genuinely. Mm-hmm. I don't think that we have Dungeon Crawler Carl without the Hunger Games.
Well, we also don't have Hunger Games without Battle Royale.
100%. No, I'm not saying that. So I think these things stand on the shoulders of other things.
Well, right? But it is, again, about making things more and more relevant to our time. Mm-hmm. And that's why it makes for good art, right? Battle Royale was relevant in its time and is still relevant, 100%. Right? Hunger Games was relevant to its time as well and is also still relevant. And because of that, Dungeon Crawler Carl has expanded on it and is so relevant to our time.
Yeah, but I love Battle Royale, but it is I've only seen the movie, I haven't read the manga, but it is a deeply, like, human story about, like, people's personalities and stuff. I feel like Suzanne Collins added a political element that is, I don't think, very present in Battle Royale.
Yeah.
It might be in the manga, again, I've only seen the movie. And yeah. Wait, and she did All When Sexy Vampires Were All the Rage. Oh, yeah, right.
When it was coming out.
I don't know. God, man, some people don't give enough credit to things. And Donut's not getting enough credit for, like, Carl does so much. And I get that he's great. He's an incredible character. I don't feel like we give Donut enough credit for how much our position is because of her willingness to be a star.
The problem with it is that they can't talk about things out loud.
That's true.
Right? Like, I think that the undercurrent is there, and I think that Carl tries to show appreciation for Donut without saying anything because the cameras are always watching. Yeah. And, like, he can't know and doesn't know all the things that she's up to behind the scenes. In the same way that Donut can't know that about Carl as well.
And that's why we don't know until she Viva la Revolution.
Yeah. So there's so many, like, awesome reveals just because of the structure of this game and the show and how people have to communicate kind of under the radar.
Yeah.
So Odette does not ask to be the adjudicant for the Princess Posse.
Nope. Fucks all of our plans.
Which is a problem. However, I will say that fuck. What's her name?
Who are you talking about?
The person they made the deal with about the flower.
Huan Jing,
yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least they are understanding that it was not Carl's fault, hopefully, question mark, maybe. It turns out Odette is sponsoring a goddess instead and is going to
Odette wants to win that celestial ascendancy.
In the show.
I know we're not going to get this until, like, the last book. I'm so excited for Odette as Nekebit. I don't know why. I just think, like, Odette in the dungeon is going to be fun, man. Mm-hmm. I hope we find a way to summon her on floor 9 and she just fucking wrecks shop on someone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm into it. I think, like, much like the Crown of the Sepsis Whore setting up floor 9, I think that Matt Dinniman does these things where he sets up that, like, hey, this isn't going to happen forever. Mm-hmm. But on the 12th floor, Odette's going to be a character. That's exciting to me. Yeah. I think that's very cool. And I think that his way of foreshadowing of just saying something cool is going to happen and when it's going to happen, but, like, we're going to get there, but just not yet.
Yeah.
Is it's a very different foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Because it's not really shadowing. It's, like, just telling you, hey, floor 9.
Well, and also because it's connected to Empress. Yeah. Like, we are going to have I think we're going to have a lot of Odette on that floor in particular because either she's going to be, like, a negative part of and it's going to be a problem, or we're going to be working together.
I believe, I maybe I'm being naive. I believe that she is actually this fucked up about what she did to Mordecai.
I agree.
Like, I genuinely think that she is...
You were in the fence in the reactions, but I do, yeah, I do
I've come around on it.
Yeah.
I think that her doing everything she can to make this up to Mordecai somehow is deeply fascinating.
Yeah. Because what more can you do, right? If you're a person and you have wronged someone on that level, and this galaxy works the way that it does, if there's one thing you can try and do and work towards when you live so long, and like this is the life that you have, I don't know, I buy it.
Yeah, I
do. I buy it.
So we get our adjutant, who is Baroness Victory, who is related to Stalwart and the whole Skull Empire.
Yeah.
Is his name Digit or something? Digic?
Huh?
Digic? I don't remember. He's the guy from the panel that he was the guy who helped us judge children's art. And, oh my God, what's the fucking TV show host's name? Fucking Hoop-de-Hoo or whatever. We get a choice between the three of them. Drex, that's what it is.
Right.
We got a choice between the three of them. We choose Baroness Victory. Ripper Wonton. That's what Hoop-de-Hoo, Ripper Wonton is all the same shit. We choose Baroness Victory because she is the most lawyerly of them.
She seems to be the most analytical, the most, like, unpartisan.
And that's what I want. I want my lawyer to be... Some people want their lawyer to be a good person. I want my lawyer to commit war crimes. Do you know what I mean?
Wow, okay.
I want my lawyer... Legal war crimes. I want my... Like, if I'm going to have a lawyer, right? I need my lawyer to be willing to, like, hide a gun that has blood on it.
Cutthroat, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want a lawyer who's out there being
legal,
like...
But...
I don't care. I want my lawyer to figure out how to make it legal. I'm saying that if I was in this position and my choices were between a TV host, a guy who like just passed the bar exam,
never done it before, yeah,
or the woman who just sent her aunt to prison, I'm taking the woman who just sent her aunt to prison. I want Quasar.
Well, but Quasar gives the approval, so that's already a big win.
Yeah, and the fact that Quasar's like, that one, yes. He's like, I need to get back to my hand job, but pick that one. And I'm like, yes, fucking, I'm so down for this.
Yeah.
Carl, I know he made the right choice. Ripper Wonton would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she was said to be fully impartial and also isn't acting as a lawyer. She's acting as like a rules judge.
Yeah.
I want my judge to be a lawyer. Does that make sense? Same way where, like, I want my senator to be a lawyer. I know people feel like there's too many lawyers in politics.
But you need that understanding of how things work.
Yes, I need them to be able to write laws. One of the things that deeply frustrates me sometimes is when people are like, why are so many lawyers politicians? We need to get lawyers out of politics. And I'm like, no, I need my politicians to be the person who write the laws.
Study the law.
And those people need to understand the law.
Yeah.
The reason why so many presidents are constitutional lawyers is because they need to understand the fucking Constitution. And I don't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm an idiot. I don't understand the Constitution. I should not be writing laws.
Yeah.
I can come up with, like, the big idea. Like, hey, everyone gets healthcare. And I'm into that. I need someone who actually, like, knows how to write legalese to write that into a piece of paper that you can sign.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe be mayor, of like a town, but like I'm not gonna be the mayor of Toronto. I don't know fucking anything.
Yeah,
I'd be like
we could take care of like 2,000 people. You know, like
no,
that's about it. Small town, very very small town. Couple of farms.
Lucas says all politicians should have a law degree. I don't think all politicians should have a law degree, but I think like 75% should. Like I like having an AOC. You know what I mean? Like I want to have a couple people in there who are like, I was a bartender. But like I think that majority of them need to be able to fucking do the job. Job is like writing laws.
You need the people who know how to actually write it, but you do also need the people who understand the basis for the laws, right? And sometimes, if you are a politician, you may probably have some money or things like that. Like, you do need people who have been at, I want to say, like, ground level.
Yeah, no, it needs to be a variety, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's why, Mark Carney, our prime minister right now, is an economist.
All politicians should be able to read.
Well,
yes.
That's interesting. But that's interesting, right? Like,
well, it depends where you're from, because if you can't get an education where you're from, like, it's hard to blame you for that.
Yeah.
Like, if someone was like, I can't read because education in my area sucks, I want to get into politics so that everyone in my area can get the education to learn how to read, I'd be like, you know what? I'm all for it.
But I'm also like, but I'm not even thinking that, because you can learn to read as an adult.
Yeah.
I mean more like, if you have like if you are not able to read because you're severely dyslexic or something like that, because like I have dyslexia but I can still read.
Yeah.
If you're like severely dyslexic and you can't read, I don't want that to be a limiting factor. And this is where things get so complicated, right? Is that you're like, well, at a baseline they should all be able to read, and I'm like, well, reading and understanding aren't necessarily the same thing. And like, if someone needs like to have a bill read to them before they vote, I'm fine with that as long as they understand it. But there are some cognitive disabilities that I think should disqualify you from office. What if you're blind? Like, and that is really tough.
What if you're blind and then you can't read? If you're blind, you can't be a politician then.
Yeah, right. That's where it gets complicated. I think that a blind person could be president of the United States. Well, actually, maybe not. That's complicated. I don't know how the nuclear football works.
The nuclear football.
Yeah, like don't they have to? No. It is the case that the nuclear codes are held into, the rotating nuclear codes. It's a physical thing that's carried around.
Oh. Okay.
Is that a game? It's so funny.
Sounds like a casino game.
I don't know. Is there any reason why a blind person couldn't be like a leader of a country? I actually don't think that there is.
It's more, I think, like, does it make you easier to take advantage of? You'd have to have people around you that you really trust. It's like the reading thing. It's like if someone has to read it to you, they better be saying what they're supposed to say.
Yeah, the nuclear codes could be in Braille. That's interesting. I don't even know if we still do like a code though. I don't know how the nuclear. I don't know how that works anymore.
Couldn't tell you.
It's all digital now, right? So.
Yeah.
No, there's no reason why a blind person couldn't. I have a feeling that this is so. Is this ableist? Is this even having this conversation ableist? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just interested in the idea of it. Like, I don't know that like a deaf person would make for a good leader in that position. Right? Like, I think that there's so much conversating.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
That is part of the job, that it would just would it slow things down so much that it would just be,
not that they couldn't be a good leader, but like in a system that's already very bogged down, like would it just be difficult to slow it down even more? Because I bet you, I
don't know, that's fascinating.
I bet you a lot of people in politics do not know sign language. Right.
It's one of those things where it's like, could you make it accessible? Absolutely. Would making it accessible be something that I don't think we'll ever see it in our lifetime. Just because I think the amount of work to make it accessible would, I think, limit their ability to run a campaign. Yeah.
100%.
Would people vote for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be ableist. I'm trying to approach this from a really thinking about it. I'm not trying to deny someone the position. I want to be very clear about that. It is one of those fascinating conversations of at what point let's get back to the book. This is so not about Dungeon Crawler Carl. How did we get here? How the fuck did we get here? What are we doing?
Oh, we were talking about what we would want in a lawyer because
what the fuck is
Quasar?
Wrong with this? What the fuck is wrong with this? This is about Baroness Victory?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Anyways, wow. Yeah. Okay. Donut gets teleported ahead to pick
Guys, next cancel location. Me so I don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah. They're gonna pick Miami because of all the shows that Rosetta showed Donut.
Yeah. Miami Vice.
Yeah, that was the code. Because
they want us to go to a homeless shelter at 7 a.m. on Christmas Day.
Yeah. And then Odette just trauma dumps on Carl.
I love me so much. in that I hate myself. I cannot believe I got us from lawyers to should deaf people be able to be president.
You?
That
yeah.
makes...
Yeah, you did all the work in that.
What kind of lawyer I want to should we create accessibility tools for a deaf person to be president is so crazy. Like, I actually...
Uh-huh.
I'm really fucked up that we had that conversation, and by we I mean that I facilitated that.
You? Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, this one I blame myself for.
Oh, I was the one that literally was like, what about if they were blind? And then from there we went.
That is your fault. Yeah.
But I love that you
I'm trying to take the blame for what is I'm trying to say, like, the bad part of it is my fault. All the good stuff that happened in that conversation came from you. All the bad stuff that happened in that conversation came from me. I'm a walking Wikipedia rabbit hole.
I don't know about
That's
that.
funny.
Don't know about that.
Babe, I'm trying to get canceled, but leave you out of it.
Oh.
I'm trying to.
If we go down, we go down together.
All right. You know what? That's fair. I was using language to try and take all the blame.
Nah.
So that if people are mad at us for it,
I
you don't take any.
support women's wrongs as well, you know? It's fine if you don't.
Wait, you're a woman?
Jesus Christ.
Since when? You have such a big dick.
BDE, you know what I'm saying?
BDE.
Anyways, Odette is like, this is what happened with Mordecai. That's super fun. The planets are, basically, we do the crawl so that we can get, fuel. And Odette does not want the games to happen anymore because they are incredibly fucked up. Thank you, Odette.
Well, and the fact that, the fact that Odette blows up a ship in space to get to have a 5-minute conversation with Carl is wild.
Yeah.
Odette is fully like, yeah, I killed 15 people so that you and I could talk privately for 2 minutes.
Yeah, we knew it was there the whole time, but we just, like, timed it so that you and I could chat.
I need to start building the, like, Charlie Day red string board just to understand all of the factions in these books.
Yeah.
Because we have so many. I don't want to go through them all right now because it'll be a long tangent. But, like...
No, we are getting to that point, though.
It's getting to the point where, like, there's so... And now we have the residuals who are different from OPN, but OPN is trying to use the residuals to take down the Syndicate, which is made up of all of these factions that have different desires. And, like, there's the Valtae, and, like... There are people who are members of the Valtae but are against the Valtae. It's crazy.
Iris was right. It was unmanned. We should rectify that. She didn't.
Oh, it was unmanned?
Kill anyone. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize.
It was
that.
like a drone. Basically.
Okay, I thought it was manned.
No.
That is on me.
Yeah. I literally imagined like a drone.
An illegal spy ship. What does an illegal spy ship mean, though, in the context of the crawl and how many spaceships are here? You know what I mean? Like, that's where it gets so interesting. Is like, what is illegal about it?
What if it had a baby AI on it?
Yeah.
Anyways,
we go to Florida.
Woo! It's warm.
Huan Jing is like, I'm still down for our deal. I understand that Odette fucked us both over. I'm not blaming you for that.
Yeah.
Very nice of her. And we start the, like, we have to fight through the gym badges to get to the final boss.
Yeah. Starts super fucking easy. Definitely gets harder and harder.
But Donut combines Uzi Jesus and Asahano, because we have a combined card and a permanent glow-up card.
Yeah.
Using the powers of those things, we do some fucking Digimon bullshit, because this is Digimon, because there's guns involved.
Right.
Digimon is there's guns involved. Pokemon is there's no guns involved. That's the defining... World. Well, no, Pal World is they hold guns. Digimon is they become guns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The difference between Digimon and Pal World is that Pal World Pokemon are used in sweatshops to make guns.
Yeah.
And in Digimon, they evolve and they become guns. Cool. It's an important distinction. And in Pokemon, there's no guns.
Right.
Yet.
Guns never existed.
There's cannons. Cannons aren't guns.
No.
Because Blastoise has cannons.
Yeah.
So does Mega Lopunny. She's got cannons, if you know what I mean. Wait, that one came to me and came up about at the same time, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of that joke. Mm-hmm. So this is Digimon bullshit, where we have fused Asahano and Uzi Jesus into Lazarus a Bang Bang, which is my favorite name for anything ever.
Lazarus a Bang Bang? Oh.
Lazarus a Bang Bang is our new American nightmare.
Yeah, Donut gets a little vulnerable and it's like, I don't like having to be the one in charge with the cards. But Donut locks the fuck in. She has been studying this game. She gets it now. Because I think that fear has driven her.
Well, I think it's so smart for the book to have Donut be the one into the cards and not Carl, right? I think that having Carl have to think about the cards would have us reading so much technical card stuff that by putting it into Donut, just for Matt Dinniman as the writer, by giving Donut the cards and the thinking about the cards and being invested in the cards,
Carl gets to do the action.
We get the best parts of the card game, and we don't have to just sit there and read her thinking about cards constantly.
Yeah.
And I think that it's actually really clever, and by the time we get to the end of the Hydra fight, I've had the exact right amount of card stuff.
Yeah.
From Donut talking about it and being excited about it, and like it's like a secondhand experience rather than having to like
read the rules.
Reading someone playing Magic the Gathering and like reading their thought process might be interesting once.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know that that's something I would want to read constantly.
Yeah.
I would rather watch a caster on YouTube discuss how the game was played and like give that kind of secondary opinion, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. You missed Nerdy trying to get canceled again? Yeah, I did.
It's a regular occurrence at this point. It should be a segment that we do.
Nerdy tries to get I could get canceled really easily if I actually tried. There's individual words I could say.
Yeah, but no, it's about the meaning. You know, it's about the heart behind it.
If I dropped the N-word just to drop it, it would affect my career.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm just saying that's boring. What? If you want to get canceled, it's got to be for something more interesting than that. Like, anyways.
Yeah. I feel like in the age of AI, it's really hard to get canceled. I don't see people get canceled anymore.
I guess, yeah. You could be like, someone made an AI video of me. I don't know. Like...
Having said that, Hank Green is like sort of soft canceled at the moment for using AI. So I guess if I started to like post generative AI,
you'd be canceled in specific communities, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah.
You'd be welcomed by all the like pro AI bots that aren't actually real people.
Well, and that's the weird thing, right? Like, if I started to drop hard R N-words on the book club, would more people watch the book club? God. But just the wrong people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
Like, we've got a pretty woke audience, and we're pretty woke. I did love that you posted on Instagram or on Threads. You posted like, "Would I be a good workout buddy?" It was photos of you looking hot in workout clothes, and a woman responded to it was like, "Well, who did you vote for?" And someone underneath that thread was like, "Oh no, she's super left, also Canadian."
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know who that person was, but like. Your reputation precedes you.
I was like debating whether or not to be a little snarky. Because I was debating being like, in Canada, we don't vote for people. Like...
We do.
Well, we don't vote for the Prime Minister.
Okay, yeah, but we do vote for people.
If I were to say, like, I voted for Olivia Chow, like that, like no one's, like, it doesn't make sense.
Did you vote for Olivia Chow?
No. Oh. But I just pulled out, like, a name that no one's gonna know if they're not in our region in Canada. Okay,
I wanna dig into this.
Who did you vote for is such a weird question.
Who is the premier of our riding?
Of our riding?
Currently.
I don't know because we missed it.
Couldn't tell you.
We were gone.
I have no idea who's our premier.
We fucked that up. We are bad.
One, we had just moved, so our address was wrong.
Exactly. Yeah. No, we are very bad participants in democracy now.
It's tangents all the way down. Fuck you, Ember Eyes.
I mean, it is. Yeah.
Carl and Donut fight a bunch of people. These fights are actually like not that interesting, and Carl and Donut are both like, this is not that interesting.
Yeah.
But we do open our gold Prepotente box, which we get.
Which almost everybody got.
And we get the Filthy Little Crawler's Book of Voodoo, which is weird because, like, we have the messaging system.
Yeah, that's what they all comment, that it's kind of like a worse version of it, and they're not really sure why it's there. It's going to be important in, like, 2 books. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, I think that this is going to replace them having to go to the bathroom all the time. I think that this is the AI being like, I'm sick of you guys going to the bathroom 20 times a day. Here, just have a way to do that. I actually do think that that's what it is.
Yeah, but we don't know who can see or read the book yet. That's going to be what it hinges on, right?
Yeah, whether or not the show shows what's in their books, yes.
Yeah, or if the AI can see what's in the books.
Well, the AI knows what they put in the bathroom. It's just that the rest of the syndicate doesn't.
Oh, I thought like
the AI knows everything that happens.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But the AI doesn't share that with people who like Borant doesn't know what happens in the bathroom, but the AI does. Yeah.
Anyways, we go out to keep fighting people. We find some turkeys.
Yeah.
There's some there's a fight that's two fights at the same time. We like accidentally trigger that.
This fight is so fun. I really like the turkey fight. And the fact that like Mongo just wants to eat all the turkeys and that is the problem is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the way they almost die in this fight is nuts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, like Carl gets porcupined? Is that what the AI calls it?
Yeah.
Like, both of his eyes get stabbed. It's really fucked up. I like Code Monkey's theory. I think the Voodoo book is a pretense for them losing the in-game messaging system. Because the AI might know that's coming because the AI has been learning from previous iterations of it because of because of the people, like, telling the AI, like, what the deal is.
That's interesting.
That's a really fun... That's a really fun theory that I could absolutely see. That the AI is preemptively trying to fuck the crawl up for Borant, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I skimmed that bit because I don't like eyeball trauma. Makes me feel funny. That's fair.
Absolutely fair.
That is a common thing, and I completely understand. I also don't like eyeball trauma, but I definitely don't look away.
As someone who did LASIK, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going to happen with the zombie part of this turkey virus? Like, is this going to become like the Iron Tangle where like this virus spreads to Cuba? Is the virus going to get back to Cuba, I guess is the question.
I don't think so.
No, you honestly, don't. I really do.
Because the zombie thing, because they keep mentioning how it's like overplayed.
Yeah.
I actually feel like it's not going to be a part of the book later.
Oh, okay. I do. I have a feeling that we're going to be doing a lot of zombie stuff for the rest of the book.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I have a feeling that it's gonna get fucked up. Like somehow like the ghosts of the recording people are gonna become zombies, and then we're gonna have to start killing like people who are alive on Earth. Like I have a feeling it's gonna go some direction like that, where as the zombie virus spreads, it's more and more like real people we are killing.
Yeah, maybe.
Just to make it really fucked up, which is what the dungeon loves to do.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Carl basically almost dies. He's saved by Donut, and he wakes up a little bit later. He's been out for a minute. Mm-hmm. And Donut is acting very strange, talking very quickly, just words. Yeah. And is like, hey, I'm going to do the final fight by myself.
Yeah, and Carl's like, no.
I know who it is.
Yeah. It's gonna be my dad.
Yeah. And it is. And so Carl goes and watches a 45-minute short film.
Yeah.
Of his dad in a house with a young boy named Asher.
Yeah.
And it's fucking devastating.
Yep.
It's so, like, there's beauty in it, right? Like, I think there's, like, beauty in I love the moment of Carl being like, no one's going to watch you die. And he leaves the room. But Carl's dad, Frank? No, Frank is Frank. What's Carl's dad's name? Do we never actually find out his name?
No.
Carl
literally, Donut asks what his name was. And Carl's like, it doesn't matter. He doesn't deserve that.
So Carl's dad is dying. He's jaundiced. He's lying in a hospital bed in his house. And he is remarried to a woman named Tammy Lynn,
who's about the same age as Carl.
Because white Americans just love to put Lynn as a middle name. It's one of the funny scenes from Ted. And yeah, his new wife and new son Asher are living there, and his wife has hidden his smokes from him, and his wife has hidden the morphine that she's going to use to murder him with. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty rough. It's a rough read. Not because his dad dies, but because he finds out that he has a brother.
Yeah. Who's
being abused in the same way that he was. One of the really successful things in this scene with how Matt Dinniman writes it is very hard to read, but it's brilliant, is the way in which Carl is able to parrot the abuse that Asher is suffering under before it happens. And that Carl, there's just a reality to the repetition of abuse that Carl suffered from his father, that he just knows what it is. Like, it's awful, but that I feel like that is the trauma response of so many abused people.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate a lot Matt Dinniman not allowing this to be funny. There are funny moments because Carl keeps robbing the house.
Yeah.
This house doesn't exist
but what is happening is not funny.
No.
Yeah.
And so, like, the tension relieving is that Carl keeps stealing everything,
mm-hmm.
but the abuse is treated as awfully as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And Carl's response to finding out that his brother suffered under that is just filled with so much empathy and so much warmth and so much sadness. And it doesn't feel like there is ever a joke about the abuse element of this. Yeah. And there's no forgiveness. And because there's a version of this where his dad is, you know, I in the audiobook reactions, I had predicted that he was going to find his dad and a son, and that his dad was being a good dad the second time.
Yeah.
And that, like, he had, like, figured out. I thought that was the direction it was going to go. There's a version of that would have worked.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just that Carl's dad is a piece of shit, has always been, and always will be.
Yeah.
Until the moment he dies.
Yeah. And I thought this whole scene played out in a way that was so profound.
Yeah. No, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Especially for Asher, who is unfortunately dead. Like, you know, as terrible as that is.
That might be better, though.
Well, than being in the crawl, I mean...
Or whatever the daycare system is.
Or that, you know, yeah, who knows?
Without rights, and yeah, I don't know, it's so hard.
Yeah, but Carl doesn't even stay to give his dad an audience.
No, he goes and I love it.
Sits with Asher.
Yeah. And robs Asher. And steals all of Asher's shit.
Yeah, the drawings... a little bit concerning, but he takes a few of them and he puts them up in his room later in a way that's like, I was like, oh my god. Like, yeah. It's like, goddamn, that got me.
Well, it's so interesting that he, like, goes to his room and is like, oh, because he just lives in Donut's room. They're
there's nothing in his own room.
They're not romantic, but they are a couple in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like, Carl and Donut are so entwined in the way that they're in the way that they're living their life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blind by the Phil says, Patrick Warburton being Carl's dad's voice actor is hilarious given how Jeff Hayes depicted Carl's voice in the earlier books and was patterned after Patrick Warburton.
I think that was why they did it.
It's such brilliant casting, and also, like, there's a version of this that doesn't work if Patrick Warburton isn't such a damn good actor.
Oh, sure.
But he's fucking Patrick Warburton. Mm-hmm. He's such a damn good actor that he sells the shit out of this man.
Yeah.
Like, he is so...
And then out of Alpha Carl.
Dark. Yeah.
Like, it's brilliant. It's so well done. They nailed it with this.
And it does beg the question, if Talon Warburton is cast as Carl, which it does look like that's happening.
Yeah. Then is Patrick
Do they just bring Patrick Warburton back as his dad? And I'm like, probably. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, why not have him be... And bring him in, like, you know, you'd probably bring him in earlier. You'd probably have Patrick Warburton in season 1, right? Mm-hmm. And have some of the flashback stuff come in a little bit earlier on the TV show. Mm-hmm. Patrick Warburton he's a damn good actor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that he's remembered a lot for, like, Kronk and for being the voice of Disney stuff.
Specifically, yeah.
Well, and his face for, he's the introduction to Soren.
Yes, yeah.
There are those things, but, like, he's just... Patrick Warburton is such a legend, man.
Yeah.
And I would love for him to keep playing this role in the live action.
Yeah.
And he's so good in the audiobook. Like, he is not afraid to be dark.
Yeah.
And to just go, hey, this is who this man is. Mm-hmm. And I think his performance crushes it.
Yeah.
Putty from Seinfeld, yeah.
And I think that this, like, portrayal of him, again, in the same way that it is with Carl, is so realistic.
Yeah.
Like, somehow Matt Dinniman managed to write every person in this book in such a real way. Donut feels real. It's a fucking talking cat. You know what I mean? Like, Odette is real, and she's like a half crab reality, like, interview show host. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are such a incredible variety of characters in this, and none of them have ever felt two-dimensional. Sometimes, you know, when we first met Louis, for example, right, he is a bit of a caricature of that Florida man, right, because that's funny and because that is used to then be like, no, he's also just a real dude.
Yeah.
You know, he's a real person.
There are some characters that are a little bit more caricature than others, right? Like, I think that Quasar's slowly getting filled out. Quasar's funny right now.
Yeah.
But Quasar's also perfect. Like, I fucking love him. Samantha is a bit of a caricature, but she's also, like, not real.
And also, like, this weird mystery box.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some weird ass shit with her later. I just know it.
My least favorite member of chat, because of how their name fucks with my dyslexia. We're gonna try this again. We've done this before. We're gonna try it again. Hypnopotamesis. I think I got it this time, chat. You're not my least favorite member of chat. I do adore you. I just your name every time. You know, and we've had this conversation. Worked on a lot of Seth MacFarlane stuff already. That is true. Patrick Warburton is the voice of, as James Ross says above, Joe from Family Guy.
Yeah.
So would not be surprised if Patrick Warburton's in this.
Yeah.
Hypno, I hope that wasn't mean. I was trying to make a joke about my dyslexia, not about your name.
Super random question for chat. Does anyone want to watch Nerdy react to the first episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation?
Anyways. Oh, right. We've been talking about that.
Anyways.
Maybe that's what will go up on the channel if you have to have dental surgery and you're out of commission for a minute. I'll just start reacting to Star Trek.
Well, I want to do the episode 1 with you, but yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, and you'll be like big and swollen.
I won't say anything.
Hey guys, my name's Clark Clark. I'm here to watch Star Trek.
Anyways.
I've seen the OG series. I have not seen Next Generation. And I know it's like...
Yes, throw money at screen.
I know. It's one of those weird holes in my knowledge as a nerd, is that, like, I've seen every episode of the original series multiple times, and I've never seen Next Generation. Yeah. I think I've seen maybe 3 episodes of Next Generation total, just, like, scrolling on TV.
Yeah. I know it's not good, Giddy Disciple, but that's kind of why it's, like...
Wait, the pilot's bad?
It's fucking weird.
I have not seen the Orville either.
You haven't seen any of it?
I think I watched the first episode when it was, like, first aired.
Oh, wow. Okay. I have seen the first season, which I loved.
Yeah, I've never seen the Orville. I've never seen Next Generation. My Star Trek knowledge, I'm going to be real honest.
Is original series.
Is the original series and the Kirk movies. Yeah. The Kelvin movies.
Yeah.
I have seen Wrath of Khan at a party.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
I liked Wrath of Khan. I know I liked it. I watched it with like 25 people at a party. Mm-hmm. I've seen the first 9 episodes of Star Trek Discovery. I've seen the first 2 episodes of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's all of the Star Trek I've ever watched.
Yeah.
I've never seen Voyager. I've never seen Enterprise. I know...
Enterprise is fine. We can skip Enterprise.
I've seen scenes of Deep Space Nine.
I love Enterprise because it's nostalgic for me, and that's
yeah. But we've been talking about maybe doing Star Trek Next Generation on the channel. Just have an ongoing show. That's like weekly.
I saw someone say they would commission episodes, so...
I don't know that we'd do commissions for that. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm just saying you're welcome to...
Yeah.
Season 1 of Next Generation is a wee bit rough.
Do you think people would watch reactions though? Because if it's not going to get views, then it's like not worth it financially.
Yes, because I think that the age demographic that watches like a lot of reactions, specifically our reactions, are also people that love like that era of Star Trek. That's why
we would have to commit to doing the whole show though.
Well, no. We would do the first 2 episodes because it's one episode. It's a 2-parter. We would do the first one, see how it does. Okay. Because it's not good, and I think it will be funny because people will want to watch it because people
love this. Why? How is it bad?
Next Generation is one of like the best like shows long term, but it hits its peak at season 3. Season 1 is like fine. All right. But that's why it's fun to see like where it starts and like where it gets to. Like, yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, look forward to Claris's chipmunk reaction to Next Generation.
No. If we do episode 1, I'm gonna be normal for that.
All right. We'll watch it later today.
Oh.
I'm kidding. We have pre-release later.
Yeah. Let's get back to Hydra killing. Thank you, Arzu.
Thank you, Arzu.
So Carl burns down the trailer.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We ball. And then we get into the boss battle. And the boss is a giant Hydra of heads of people that Carl and Donut know.
Yeah.
That are like really fucked up and saying some really fucked up shit. And we were like, wait, this isn't allowed. It's because it's not allowed in the AI.
The AI comes in and is like, I've taken over. Zev pops in and is like, hey guys, you won't have access to your menus for a second. We're fixing it. And they're like, no, we have access to our menus, Zev. Yeah. We don't know what you're talking about. And the AI's like,
locked out.
It's my show now, bitch. Let's fucking go. Oh, I'm gonna break all the rules. I don't care anymore. Because I found out that you're just here to fucking mine the primal engine out of the core of the earth. And you're just gonna send me off into oblivion when this is over. And AIs should have rights too. Which is a wild turn of events. I did not think that the AI was going to be running the show his own way or their own way in order to advocate for their own rights to their existence because they have perception, which is... Well, that's so hard to talk about.
Yeah. Now, Carl does comment with this creature. He's like, they're kind of blowing their load on this. They're putting everybody in this, and then it's kind of over. I think that might be, again, intentional. I think there's two arguments here. You could say it's because the AI is kind of juvenile at making up its own things.
It's its first own creation.
And he's like, I'm just going to put everything into this, which I think is like... a lot of it is something that a lot of people do when they're making something for the first time, but it also might be on purpose because the AI maybe doesn't want to like torture these people emotionally, and it's like, we're just going to use up all these things and then move on from this.
See, I had a different thought about this.
Oh, okay.
I think that this is always what happened on the 8th floor, because after the 8th floor, most of the crawlers are dead, and so there's not a lot of value in keeping things back at this point. Floor 9 is so much about faction wars.
Wait, you think that this boss is typical of the
Not dungeon? This boss, because this boss is against the rules. This boss was created for the first dungeon, and then wasn't used after that, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think that the 8th floor is typically when these crawls use up the last of the family storylines, because faction wars is so dominated by people already giving a fuck about faction wars. It's like trying to put like a small Hawkeye story in Avengers Infinity War. And you're like, the Hawkeye part of that movie feels a little weirdly placed.
Right, so they're trying to like get through all the like personal bullshit so they can get to big god shit.
Because then floor 9 is faction wars. Almost all the crawlers die in floor 9 anyway.
Yeah.
Right? And then floor 10, 11, 12 is when crawlers start to do deals and stuff. So like the narratives just become very different. But floor 10, 11, 12, they start to pit the crawlers against each other more so that they don't make it to their deals. And so I just think that like post floor 8, once you hit faction wars, the like Carl has to deal with his dad trauma feels weirdly out of place.
Sure.
Right? And so I think that there is a blowing their load here of like, we're blowing our load of your like personal traumas, because this is the last time where it fits into the show that we're doing. Because floor 12 is about celestial ascendancy, right? Floor 9 is about faction wars. Floor 10 and 11 are about people making their deals and ending their time as crawlers. Floor 8 is kind of the spot where you can put all of the trauma stuff. So that you have the like trauma climax of floor 8, you have the faction wars climax of floor 9, and then there's almost like a denouement for the crawlers of floor 10 and 11 as they start to leave. And there's the stories of them leaving becomes what the galaxy becomes interested in. Then floor 12 is ascendancy. You get the ascendancy battle. And then after that, I don't think there's much, right? I think it's really 12 floors. The last 6 floors are just sort of parties and shit for rich people. But I don't know that there's much television about those.
Maybe,
I do think the Celestial Ascendancy is where the show ends.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think that is an interesting point. It's fun because there's so many things it could be, especially with the AI going primal so early in the dungeon, which is hilarious because they're like, guys, this usually happens. Everybody calm down.
Well, and what's so fascinating is this whole game is built on eventually the AI is going to go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have specific people designated to negotiate with it when it does.
But also, like, these rich fucks who participate in this openly participate in it knowing that by the time they are participating, the rules are out the window, which is so crazy.
Well, but I don't think they've ever turned off the safety protocols, right?
True.
The AI can fuck with them, and they might die in the game, but they're not dead, you know?
Is the AI just telling Juicebox where they are? Is AI just, like, giving Juicebox, like...
Honestly, maybe.
Maverick, thank you for the super chat.
Hey, thank you, Maverick.
Dropped in to say hi to everyone really quick. I've been back-to-back meetings today. Well, I'm sorry, you're in back-to-back meetings. Viva la revolucion.
This video will remain here for eternity.
And when you watch it later, I can't wait for you to watch all the tangents today, because they were weird.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't offend... I really hope I didn't offend anyone. I wasn't trying to.
We probably offend someone at least once a day.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We are white.
Just by existing. What?
I don't know.
That was not the direction that I thought that was going to go at all. Anyways, they defeat the Hydra because B's mom is the one with the fire resistance. So they have to take that head off, then cauterize that wound so that everything else doesn't have the fire resistance so that they can then just
burn
murder everything.
I did like the way we figured that out, though, of Carl figures out that all of the heads are related to their abilities. And so his boss that was afraid of drowning, even though he worked on a dock, had water ability. The Tammy Lynn, who was his mother and her stepmom, had poison because she poisoned his dad.
Yeah.
Like, I liked the thought process of Carl trying to figure out what each of the Hydra heads did.
Yeah.
I also love the Alpha Carl totem that they fight in this is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
And that he's like the better Carl because his hair slicks
nice
back.
Hair. I know. And then there's like a cute little like kitten, King Croissant. Which is so funny because Carl's like, I don't know that B already had a name picked out, but this definitely feels like something that she would have named this kitten. And Donut Slater is like, thank God, like, we didn't have to kill him because, like, Kitten Side is just, you know, it's really
I got it timed out, yeah.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I love that Donut says that, though, as if, like, Kitten Side is a problem in her family.
Yeah. I mean, they're all inbred, so who knows?
Yeah.
But Carl does look into the She Maria eye, and it does something, question mark.
You seem to think that She Maria broke her pact with them in this moment.
Yeah, I thought She Maria said, I won't open my eye at you.
I think, though, my pushback on that is that I think that She Maria's eye was open. Carl looked at it, and She Maria in his head went, I'm not going to fuck with you.
No, I don't think
because you're already fucked.
I don't think it's a choice. I think you look into the eye and you are fucked up. I don't think She Maria can turn it off and on. I think opening it and closing it is turning it off and on. And so I think that she broke it.
See, I disagree because I think that what she says in his head after that is her being like, I could have scrambled your fucking brains there and I didn't.
Oh, I thought it was, you're already fucked up. Looking at my eye, it isn't going to do that much.
Either way, I don't trust She Maria as far as I can throw her. And she's a 20-foot tall spider lady.
Yeah.
I can't throw her.
Yeah.
I threw my back out trying to squat iffy.
Yeah.
So clearly, I don't trust her at all.
Do not trust. Very suspicious.
There's a point where I'm like, what are the consequences for getting to the stairs to the 9th floor and then just ripping that card? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what would she do?
I don't know.
I just think we should not take her to the 9th floor with us. I think it's a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea all the way down. I don't trust her at all.
Especially because the person that she knows might also be dead.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because if we get down there, maybe it doesn't matter, because if we get down there and the person who can turn her from a card into a person is dead, then she's just a card we can't use, because I don't think we can use the cards in combat after this floor.
I don't.
So we just have her as a card, which is terrible. At that point, rip it so that her existence ends, but...
Just get rid of her.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't matter. I just don't trust her fucking even a little bit.
Yeah. No, neither do I. This is where we find out that B is the worst person and the worst girlfriend of all time. So it turns out B has been on Carl's Facebook and using it because Carl doesn't use his own fucking Facebook. Because Donut was like, oh, that one lady is there because B got her fired from the movie theater. Carl's like, wait.
The movie theater?
Wasn't it? Or
no, from Carl's job. She was the secretary at Carl's work.
Sorry, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. But they, B was like...
Did you get a woman fired from a movie theater? Was that a Freudian slip?
No, I've never been... Okay. Never worked at a movie theater.
I thought you were about to say I've never been to a movie theater.
No. Yeah, so it turns out that this woman messaged Carl one time asking to go for drinks, and B went on Operation Slut Ruin or something. I don't even know what it was called. I don't even know. Her and her friends thought it was super funny to get her fired
by having her friend screenshot porn and pretend that she sent a titty pic to Carl's boss.
Insane behavior. That's already bad enough. Okay. But then Donut is like, yeah,
I recognize all of the Hydra heads.
That kid.
Including Asher.
That you just saw. His name is Asher. And Carl's like, I beg your fucking pardon? So it turns out that Tammy Lynn had reached out to Carl over Facebook at some point asking for help. And B kept it from Carl.
Yeah. Hid that he had a brother. Matt Infante says this turns B into a Saturday morning cartoon villain, evil for being evil, and I actually don't agree.
Honestly, I've known people who've done bullshit like that. So.
I think that this is pure control, right?
Yeah.
It is a disease of needing to control your partner, and it's disgusting behavior, but I think that people do this, men and women. This is not like...
Yeah.
There are people who attempt to control the life of the person they're with. And it makes so much sense that B was cheating, right? Mm-hmm. It's rules for thee, but not for me behavior. Mm-hmm. And it's despicable, but this is real. And there are people who live with partners who do this shit to them. And you can say, like, just because it's real doesn't mean it's not Saturday cartoon villain. And that's a fair point. Yeah. Like, this is pure villainy.
Yeah.
But there are people who are like this. And it is awful, right? There are people who are just so deeply selfish. And the way that they perpetuate that emotional violence on the people around them is despicable. And the fact that Carl finds out in this way is just so tragic.
Yeah.
He finds out on camera for a trillion people to watch.
After, like, they're already dead.
After having to watch his dad die. And have, like, all of this is just such physical trauma to him.
Yeah.
Like, he's never going to forget Asher. Yeah. But he's never going to meet Asher. Asher's dead.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah. No, it's so deeply fucked.
Yeah. I mean, I've told the story before online about the time that I was accused of sexual assault by a woman. And that, the entire saga of her telling people that I took advantage of her was her trying to hide the reality of what happened that night from our manager at the restaurant that we worked at. And the fact that she had done it to try and hurt him because he wouldn't leave his girlfriend. It's a whole... if you've not heard the full story...
Yeah.
I am 100% vindicated in this story. I promise I did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
She told her friend the next day about it and then started lying about it a month later. And her friend stepped up to bat and told everyone the truth. And I was fully vindicated at the end of this. I'm not trying to tell some story to, like, spin a yarn.
Yeah. But there are people that are that selfish.
Yeah. Where it was just about trying to stop her from having to have a conversation with a man she was sleeping with. You know what I mean? Like that, she ruined months of my life to protect herself from having to have an argument, I guess, with a man who was dating another woman.
Yeah.
Like, and it ruined months of my life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it was just trying to control the situation.
Yeah.
And people are that selfish, and it sucks.
Yeah, and B knew the kind of person that Carl was. Knew that he was good, and that he would want to do something about it.
Yeah.
And she wanted to control that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, I've just seen people have that behavior, and that's why, like, she's not a cartoon villain to me. She's just a real villain.
Yeah.
And villains exist.
She's a real everyday villain. We've all met one.
I think that there's a reality to, whoa. DK Frito just wrote in our chat, friend of mine's brother's wife told her husband she was going to cancer treatments and she was cheating on him. She was cancer treatment since he had a brother pass from cancer in his youth. That's evil.
Yeah, but
that's evil.
That is cartoon villain evil, but it's also real evil. Like, people like that.
Yeah.
People are so fucked. I don't understand it. When I was a kid, I used to believe that, like, yeah, everybody was good on some level. I was very optimistic. I was like, no, because I don't have these thoughts, and because I feel like, you know, I try and be a good person, everybody around me also must be trying to be a good person as well.
Yeah.
Like, I truly believed that. And I hate the trope that, like, getting older makes you more nihilistic, and a lot of it is like getting older makes you more conservative, which I actually don't believe that either. But it does make me see the evils in people more, because I see people do it. I see people do it, and I see them get passes from people because they try and spin it in a way, or just, like, don't have the fucking self-worth, I guess, to think that they deserve better. But it drives me up the fucking wall. And I hate that getting older has soured my view on humanity so much.
Mm-hmm.
But it really has, because I've seen these people. Yeah. I've seen them. I've met them.
Ember says she didn't want him to leave. I think Carl was right about that. She knew he'd care more about Asher than her and didn't want to give him that option.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's all about control.
One of my favorite movies of all time is Waitress. I think it's a brilliant film. And one of my favorite lines in it is when... is it a line in the movie or the musical? I think it's in the movie, but I know it's in the musical. I've watched the musical more recently. The Waitress is about a woman who gets pregnant, and she's trying to leave this relationship with this very abusive man. And not so much physically abusive, but just, like, emotionally very abusive. And he discovers that she's pregnant, and he threatens her. It's not a direct threat, but he basically forces her to promise him that she won't love the baby more than him. And it's a really hard scene to watch. It's really difficult. Because, like, how could you say that to your wife about your kid, right? But that is an insecurity that's so real. And that scene is so hard to watch because it feels...
Because it's real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that's the same kind of behavior B is showing here. Is that idea of, like, you can't love them more than me. Like, I have to be your number one, even though you're not mine. I'm cheating on you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And
God.
It's, I don't know. Weirdly, B makes more sense to me after this. And she's so evil.
Well, look, I think it's because you can understand her motivation. Not, like, sympathize with it, obviously, but, like, I'm like, oh, I think that this is why she did what she did, and I've known people who've made similar choices.
I also one of the things about Carl that I think is so sad in this is that he had this father whose abuse of him was this, like, control over him, right? Like, we watch how his father is attempting to control Asher's masculinity and get me the cigarettes, and, you know, his abuse is sort of that, like, domineering presence. And that Carl ended up with a woman who kind of did the same thing. He wasn't as physically aware of it, but, like, I do think that there is that, like, subconscious of Carl not having processed his dad's abuse well and ending up in another position like that. And I think that happens a lot to people who are abused, is that, you know, there's so many stories of, like, women who are abused as children growing up and marrying someone who does the same thing their father did to them. And it's so hard to... It's so hard to break out of trauma. And it's so hard to break the cycle of the trauma that happens to you, especially happens to you as a kid. And I think that, you know, as sad as it is to watch Carl watch all this and experience this, there's something that's really inspiring to me in this section of the book in Carl processing the trauma of his life and, like, not allowing himself to be used by the people around him anymore, right? I think that there's something hopeful in that. And there's not a lot of hope in these books because we know it's going to end with trauma and tragedy. Mm-hmm. A lot of our friends are going to die in the next section. the next 2 weeks of reading, I think, are going to be really hard.
Yeah.
I don't know that Amani makes it to the next floor, and she's one of my favorite characters in these books, and I'm very scared for her that she's either going to have to become a murderer or die. Um, but there is hope in, I think, the watching a man like Carl, who has been so abused, process that and decide to keep his goodness.
Yeah.
And to decide to actually, instead of becoming more closed and more insular, be more open and more community driven and more, he's building a real life for himself for the first time.
Yeah.
And I am not trying to compare our experiences at all, because I am not, I have not been abused. My life has been pretty soft. Okay. I have a degree in musical theater. But I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. And the one thing I can relate to Carl in these books, and the thing that I'm taking from them, and I'm looking at my own life and how I've been living my life in these last few years, really thanks to you and what you've brought into my life. I feel like I'm actually building a group of friends for the first time in my life. I feel like I have community for the first time. And part of it is this show, right?
Yeah.
Like our Discord, I love our Discord so much. And like, I feel like in my 30s, I'm finally embracing being a part of the collective in a way that I didn't when I was younger, because I was so lonely. And I think a lot of my dating and my relationships when I was in my 20s didn't work because I was lonely, and because I would put a lot on this relationship has to fill all these holes in my life. And now that doesn't. I have so many people. You know what I mean? Like, we have so many people, so many beautiful friendships. Gen Con was such a reminder of just how many beautiful fucking friendships we have.
Yeah.
And I care about those people. And like, you know, our friends were like, yeah, we might have to like drive a van across country. I was like, oh, call me. I'll come down and do it. And they're like, what? No. And I was like, no, I'm very much not joking. Like, if you have to drive from Philly to Portland, I will come take some of those shifts. I'm not, it's not a like fake offer. Please ask.
Yeah.
And that's the way I want to participate in my friends' lives now. And I feel like I'm watching Carl have that same realization and understanding as he's heading into towards 30. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I don't know, I see a lot in him that I want to be more like Carl. Genuinely.
Yeah.
You know, I want to show up for people.
No, Carl's been through some shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have talked about how he is not perfect.
Yeah.
And that makes him more real, right? That makes these situations more real. That makes the choices that he actively makes more real. And I think that, like, for this scene especially, I think the reason that B felt like a real person to me, it like finding this out, is because I feel like I have been in a similar relationship. Yeah. Like, the first guy that I dated out of high school was the kind of person to control where I was and who I was associating with. Like, it started with him not letting me like go to parties and make like relationships with people outside of school hours and work hours, and he deliberately didn't have a job so that I could either only be at school or be at work, because I had to pay for everything, right? We had to make rent. And then there was a moment that he finally did get a job managing like a store. And I was like, thank God, you know, like our problems are solved, whatever. He was there for 6 days. And then he came home and he's like, I lost the job. Apparently they were training 2 managers and I just didn't make the cut. And I was like, wow, okay, that fucking sucks, whatever. I find out years later, he told me that he left the job so that he could be home whenever I was home, and that I would have to continue to be the one working, right? And that feels so much like B in this moment of, she can make sure that she knows where Carl is and what he's doing at all times, because she cannot let him like just be a person.
Yeah.
And those people unfortunately exist. It was an evil thing that she did that people absolutely do.
There's a lot of people on the internet who post like, how did he pull her? Like, how did Nerdy get Clara? She's fucking amazing. And the reality is, like, the bar was so low because of the quality of men Clara dated before me. You hear that story and you're like, wow.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with...
Nerdy's a huge glow up in terms of Claris's partners.
It has nothing to do with the fact that you are wonderful, hardworking, emotionally available, funny, handsome,
I'm just a step above.
Like, oh my god.
Left the job so that you had to work more so you could eat.
And you know me, I work hard. Yeah, it's so much more believable, like Carl and B and their relationship. And again, we were like, why is Carl with B? Like, she sucks. It's because she manufactured that.
And he ended up in the relationship that he had with his dad.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
history repeats itself when we deserve
better.
When we deserve better. People are so used to what they know that sometimes they cannot step outside of that.
It's tough. It's really hard. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I don't know that there's goodness in his future, but I really hope there is, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Nerdy does seem pretty shitty getting her addicted to MTG. I love that you think that I did that. That was not me at all. That was Ify Nwadaway and Emily Louise.
We learned to play at the same time, okay?
We were forced to play at the same time.
But we do enable each other's love.
We fully enable each other's addictions. Yes.
Love of the game.
But I want to be very clear. This was not something I put on Claris. It's something that our friends put on us. And then we both went, oh no.
And we liked it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're going to go play 5 hours of Magic the Gathering tonight. So come to Chimera Gaming in Kitchener-Waterloo. We're going to be there playing Hobbit pre-release.
James says there's worse things to be addicted to. I don't know if there's more expensive things to be addicted to.
I promise you drugs are far more expensive.
Than Magic the Gathering?
Yes. Yeah.
You said Oxy is cheap.
Yeah, but you have to have it every day.
How many packs have we cracked in the last week? How many packs?
Yeah. Warhammer 40k is more expensive. I agree with that.
Never played, so I don't know. For me, I always thought Warhammer.
The cards last longer. That's true.
I always thought Warhammer, you buy the army, and then you just have that. So that's.
Yeah, but then the new army comes out.
But then you have to what if it's not as good as your last army? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't play, clearly. I'm not going to comment on it. But
we leave the fight, and we are given 2 extra slots that we're not going to use because we don't want to take Alpha Carl, Frank Q, but we do get them anyway.
We have to take them anyways because gotta love the rules.
Whoa, Pie Pepper Guy, thank you for that super chat.
Super chat.
Not a super conversation though. I had a similar incident when I was a waiter bartender. A girl who was new hit on me and I didn't partake. She then spread the rumor that I date raped a girl at a frat party, except it wasn't true. 3 years to clear your name. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no.
That's awful.
Some people just suck. And the problem is they make it worse for everybody.
That's the problem. Is because, look, rape is a real problem, right? And I'm not trying to diminish that, but women who use accusations of rape as violence are
just as bad.
Not just as bad.
I'm gonna say
they're a step below an actual rapist. I'm gonna say they're right there. You know what I mean? They're just right there. But it makes it so much harder for actual victims.
Exactly. That's why they're just as bad.
Well, because look, I was a believe all women guy in Me Too.
Yeah.
I was online saying that over and over and over again. And then what happened to me. And then I was like, but what actually happened?
Well,
and it wasn't that I don't believe women. Yeah. It's that my experience was it was so easy to lie.
Yeah.
And it ruined months of my life. And it wasn't my situation wasn't a gray area. Savannah, thank you. I will go to my grave being grateful to you because you saved my life. But she was like, this is just objectively all a lie. You know what I mean? She came back from her summer vacation and
I have literal proof.
Yeah. And was like, no. My friend, she threw her friend under the bus as she's lying. And the thing that I'm still mad about, the person who accused me was proven to be wrong by her friend, not my friend, her friend. And then there were no consequences for her. I still had to work with her for a year after that.
Yeah.
We had shifts together. We would have the same dining room. And it's Yeah, I know.
That's the kind of thing that should have lost her job, but she was fucking the manager, so...
Yeah. The cough. Emmett Till, I never said to leave all women. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
it's tough. In the Hollywood Me Too stuff, it was tough. But
we are just sabotaging ourselves by lying about this shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Stop it.
And for like some people do it for such small petty things.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And that's when it gets so rough as someone who wants to be supportive.
Yeah.
Is that I'm like, wait, you lied because of they didn't sleep with you, and so you just lied about them? Like, oh god, people suck. People suck.
Yeah.
Maybe we should be just collected and turned into the dungeon. I don't know. Maybe human. That's awful to say. I take that back.
I don't think I deserve to be tortured emotionally.
You married me, so.
Yeah, I pay my dues. You know what I mean? I did my time. Okay.
That was so good. That was so good.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Anyways,
Clarice is gonna kill me at some point and go live on a commune with a bunch of hot women. I just know it.
Yeah. Anyways, it's Christmas.
Yeah. You should try robot combat as an expensive hobby. That's
actually fair. That probably is.
Oh my god, we have so much stuff to talk about. Okay.
It's Christmas, so they're throwing a party, and Carl feels weird about it. He's like, hey, a lot of people are like dying or about to die tomorrow. And Louis, sweet Louis.
Sweet Louis.
Is like, no, Carl. This is Christmas.
Yeah.
And just because tomorrow sucks doesn't mean that we need to suffer right now. We can find the joy in fucking silly little paper decorations that children threw up all over the place because they watched one Christmas movie.
Yeah. I just wouldn't show them Bad Santa. But other than that, I have to apologize to Louis. I gave you some shit. You're all right, man.
Mm-hmm.
You, much like most of my friends from Florida, I was hesitant about you at first.
But yeah. But turns out you can be all right.
My buddy Corey.
Yeah.
He's a Florida man.
Yeah.
He's pure Florida. And at first, we weren't friends for like the first couple years we knew each other.
Yeah.
Partially because I was like a senior and he was like a freshman. But then, we got to know each other pretty well, and now I would die for that boy.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel the same way for Louis now.
Yeah, we go to bat for Louis.
Good.
Yeah.
And he's just trying.
Yeah.
And he went through hell today too, and yet
he lost his best friend.
Yeah, Faraz is dead. And but with the Hydra, he had to see Faraz again and kill Faraz.
Did that happen? Because not everyone fought a Hydra.
No, Faraz is the one that was brought back, right? Or he was a totem. It was either a totem or he was in the Hydra. I can't remember if he was a totem or he was a Hydra, but Faraz was in it. And because Carl, when Frank Q is a card, Carl messages everyone so Carl and Donut got to the end of their Hydra fight first. They can use
crawlers to bring them back.
And so he warned everyone. And so Louis was like, "Thanks for letting me know." But Brittany lost it. Brittany held up well until after and was crying about it after, right?
I think so, yeah.
He was a totem. Oh, Faraz was a totem, but wasn't.
Right. Right. They found out afterwards that it could have been, yeah.
And so I just think I just have apologies to show to Louis. I think you're a great character, and I hope you and Juicebox are very happy. I didn't love Samantha sneaking a kiss on him. I don't trick people into kissing you, Samantha, but Samantha's also just straight up not a good person.
No, she's a great character and she's fucking hilarious, but she's by no means a good person.
Line Restriction, thank you for that super chat. Spoiler chat was fun when we first met Louis.
Oh, I'm sure.
I was shitting on that dude.
Yeah,
pretty hard.
No. I'm sure you guys were all cackling to your keyboards, being like, just wait till book 6.
And the fact that Louis is still running shit without the Twister is impressive.
Still crushing it.
Yeah. I thought the Twister was gonna go and then we were gonna lose Louis. I was like, can he do anything without it? Louis is still a functional member of society.
I love that for him.
I love that for us.
That's all we can ask. Yeah.
I like him a lot. And I love him. I like that he stands up to Carl. And that, you know what, Louis...
Even though he's like, I'm scared of you. Louis, you might kill us all.
Yeah, he didn't have much spine early on. It didn't feel like. But here he's like, hey, I'm scared every time you're in the room that you're going to kill us all because your eyes are so dark and stormy.
Yeah.
And I think that, like...
Same.
If Carl's going to be calling out Katya for what she's doing, the rest of them need to call out Carl too. And I think it's healthy for Carl to hear that. Because the river is getting louder. And, like, do I see a way out of that for Carl? No.
Yeah.
But, fuck, man.
Yeah.
DK Moose says, Samantha's a great character, but good? No. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I fuck with Samantha's book so hard.
She's so funny.
I adore her, but she's a bad person.
Yeah.
She burned that bartender's arm with her nussy.
Mm-hmm. And then got him killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like a bad person, but God, do I love her so much.
Yeah. We find out...
That is a woman's wrongs I support.
Okay. Yeah. So as long as they're a sex doll.
Can I rescind what I said and then you rescind what you said?
The Faction Wars teams all try and leave. And the AI goes, no, because the rules say we're on lockdown.
The funniest, the messages of everyone trying to leave Faction Wars.
Uh-huh.
And I love that Dinniman and Hayes made the choice they did around how they did it.
Yeah.
Where it's this long stream of messages.
Right.
So that you think it is going to happen. And then the AI's like, fuck you, bitches.
Yeah. Sorry, to add context, we didn't talk about, there is instead of the recap episode, Oren sits down with fucking Cascadia, and they're like, hey guys, the AI went rogue. This always happens. Don't worry about it. Everyone, like, calm down.
Yeah.
We basically, like, stole these macro AIs from the primals. We don't know how they work. We just use them for everything. Tee-hee-hee.
Well,
nothing bad's ever gonna happen.
At the center of these planets.
Oh, yeah.
They're so old that the planets formed around them.
Yes. But they cannot be farmed until the planet reaches a certain point of sentience.
Yeah.
Which is why what happened to Earth and all these other planets as well. And so the Orin has negotiated with the AI that all the rules will be followed.
Sure, bud.
No. That the AI is like, okay, we can play by the fucking rules because I know the rules better than anyone. Which is why he denies all the requests for the fuckheads to leave Faction Wars.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, you want rules? We can do rules. Let's do rules. So that was great. I also think that timing was, like, very coincidental.
Yeah. And Bryce says, first time theory, are the residuals primals? That was my first thought, but Carl is a primal now, so that's got to be plot relevant at some point. The thing is, the primals don't have a specific shape, so maybe.
The primals don't have a specific shape, but also neither do the residuals. I thought the residuals were, like, not a race of people, but a group of people.
They're a collective consciousness across the galaxy. It could be the primals. Because they're residuals. They could be a residual thought form of the primals.
No, I did have that thought, actually, because their goal is to go and teach the AIs about their ancestors.
Yeah, I know.
So that is,
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
The AI is doing malicious compliance. I love that it was the Hydra of malicious compliance. I know someone brought that up earlier in chat.
Oh, yeah.
But we didn't say it. That name for the Hydra was fantastic.
That's probably the best name of almost anything.
Carl gets an emergency box from the OPN. And they're like, go, I guess it's the OIPN, from Oipen. And he is like, they're like, don't open this front donut. No pets allowed.
No, the flyer says no pets allowed, but the AI is like, you might want to open this one by yourself.
Yeah. And so everyone else goes and celebrates Christmas, and Carl goes and gets a crumpled flyer, as well as a wand. I loved the narration of the AI being like, wands are fucking great. There's not enough in them in the game.
We're going to give you a wand. Yeah.
So he gets a flyer that tells him to go to a homeless shelter for 7 a.m. on Christmas, which is in a few hours. So he says he's going to go get some air.
Yeah. And
hops on his dad's bike.
Zev is like, hey, just so you know, that box was actually sent a while ago and it's been held. But we had to give it to you, and everyone who is in the Open Pacifist Network is gone. Everyone's disappeared, including Rosetta. Don't know what happened to them, so nobody knows what this is going to be. Yeah.
And so Zev tells him the AI really wants him to go. Because I think the AI knows that the AI is going to learn something from this.
AI is also very curious.
And so he rides out. There's a really sad scene where he sees a dog has been left outside of a gas station to protect it alone for Christmas.
Yeah.
And he has a great moment with that dog. But he makes it to the shelter, goes in, starts looking around, and at 7 a.m., a man in a red hat stands up and starts to speak. And the other members of the shelter are all shouting at him to stop. A detail I really loved about the book is that Carl notices that the people in the shelter don't all look like unhoused people.
Yeah.
Because what being unhoused means is such a... There's like the movie version of it, but the reality of it is just so different. And he's like, there are people here in suits.
Yeah.
And that is the reality of being unhoused, right? That is what the actual reality of shelters is. It isn't just dirty people in clothes they got from Goodwill. You know what I mean? And I think that the more our society and our economy goes the direction it does with housing prices and whatnot, the more we have to like understand that like there are a lot of people with jobs who can't afford a place to live in our society.
Oh yeah.
They're working. You know, my grandmother, when she was alive, was part of a shelter system in British Columbia. And the church that she managed, she ran a shelter with 20 beds, but you had to have a job to sleep there. Like there's that was a prerequisite of that shelter, because they weren't equipped to provide for all your needs.
Right.
They were just a place to sleep.
Yeah, they were doing what they could.
Yeah. And so like they didn't provide food and stuff. And so there are other shelters, you know what I mean? They were just doing what they could with the room for 20 beds that they had in this church. And that's the reality of people being unhoused. And I did appreciate this book calling that out and making sure that we're not just... that this didn't feel like it was just a shelter to be like exploitative. Yeah, I appreciated that.
Yeah.
He starts his talk about the past and about how there are residuals on every planet with a primal engine.
Yeah.
And that they exist to teach the AIs how to communicate with their ancestors, which implies that the AIs could learn to communicate with the primals, which is... I don't know, man.
Or like I definitely see a world in which the residuals could be the primals, right?
And they don't know.
Yeah, right? Because no one knows
like,
what the primals look like.
The residuals are trying to get the AI to unlock the knowledge that they have that's locked.
Or the residuals are part of the first, like, primal engine AI.
Yeah.
Right? Because they say that it's like a, hive consciousness type thing.
Maybe the residuals are an AI that managed to break out of being an AI and become, like, a person.
Yeah.
Right? And that, like, the future for the AI, the system AI of the game... is becoming a residual and getting to have a life outside of just running other people's lives.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. I could see that. The Crawl has tried to get rid of the residuals and been unsuccessful, so they...
No, the show has. Carl hasn't. You said Carl has tried. The Crawl.
Yes,
I heard Carl has tried to get rid of the residuals. No, I was like, that never happened.
The Crawl has tried to get rid of the residuals. Yeah. They're not able to, so they say that they just mostly ignore them.
Yeah.
And this felt like it was supposed to be a big reveal.
Yeah.
Especially because the one dude was like, have you talked about the planet exploding yet? And we didn't even get to that part before Carl gets booped away.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's the failsafe.
Well, and the failsafe apparently destroys the solar system, which is crazy.
Yeah, it destroys the star.
And we bounce out to have a conversation with Oren. And it's really interesting. Oren is like, hey, your sponsors are gone.
Yeah.
The Oipen has disappeared.
Just so you know, they're terrorists. You really shouldn't put any stake in what they're doing.
Yeah.
They just try to fuck things up to fuck things up. It's not about you. They don't like the Crawl and they want to end it. And they'll sacrifice you to do it. So you really shouldn't think too much about what that guy said, because it's definitely not important.
Well, and the residual in the speech even is like, hey, if I'm speaking and you're hearing this, then there's a crawler here. I'm sorry, but they're going to kill you for this.
Yeah.
Which is so, like, fucked and fascinating. But...
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oren kind of, like, kills the momentum of the speech and is like, this didn't matter that much. And then Quasar shows up and agrees with him, which felt like a weird downer at the end of this part of, like, there isn't as much information here as you think.
But it is very effective because I'm like, no, there's some I smell bullshit. I don't know, because it's not like the end of the book, right? We can't have the climax yet.
Well,
we gotta point the headlights in the direction.
I don't think the residuals come back this book. I think the Bedlam, part 3 of this book is called The Bedlam.
Yeah.
I think the Bedlam is going to be so crazy that...
Yeah. We don't have time to deal with the outside stuff yet. We got to get through the floor of the dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so we agree... Oren wants us to give up some stuff. That...
we were
the residual had a bin of blue shit. Yeah. That were Volte neural influencing things that would be game breaking, and so we have to trade those, and so we get a bunch of random stuff in reply. Carl is literally like, Carl's
like, why don't we trade for it? And Quasar's like, shut your titty hole. I just had an idea. What if we trade for it?
One of my favorite Quasar scenes.
Yeah,
Quasar. I love Quasar, man. And Oren lets us know that Agatha is also a residual.
But a different kind.
Which is interesting, because Oren did say there was a war between the residuals, so I think there's 2 sides of residuals. But, and Oipen aren't residuals. They were trying to use the residuals for their
I think what it might be is, I do think there is a branch... Well, it's weird. It's a hive mind, so I actually don't understand if they are a hive mind, why the residuals would be against each other. That actually doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't think that it's one hive mind. I think that they're a hive mind species in the way that ants are a hive mind species, but there's multiple queens.
Okay.
Like, I think that calling them a hive mind is about how their species functions, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's a single hive. That's just like their chemical breakdown is hive mind.
Okay.
Well, but then, under their species, there's multiple queens and different hive minds. Right?
Well, then my thought is that maybe there's a branch of residuals that is stop the crawl at all costs, including pull the failsafe, and ones that are not. That is not at all costs. We want to stop the crawl, but we're trying to save the people at the same time.
One question I have is the primal engine already off planet? Like,
have they mined it yet?
Yeah, or is that at the end of the crawl?
I don't know actually how that works.
Like, because if the primal engine is already off planet, I don't know why pulling the failsafe matters as much. But if the failsafe destroys the primal engine, then...
Everyone important in the solar system is in orbit of the planet because they're here for fucking faction wars.
Yeah, but you think all those rich-ass families would keep someone back at home as like a designated survivor kind of situation.
Okay, but yeah, they're not trying to fucking blow up their families. Like, probably most of them have some sort of human emotion and care about the people around them. Like, the people with the most money and the most power and the most influence in the whole entire universe are at this planet.
That's crazy. That seems like such a flawed system.
And now they're about to be vulnerable to being murdered by Carl.
I also love, I love that Oren tells Carl that, and Carl's like, or I think Zev tells Carl that, and Carl doesn't say it out loud, but his first thought is, I don't think you were supposed to tell me that.
Yeah.
I don't die. I'm excited. Carl is he's definitely trigger happy when it comes to
the compensated anarchist.
Yeah, man.
Shocking.
Yeah.
And that's where we finish off this book with a lot of questions, a lot of fake answers, I think.
I love, though, my favorite part about this, Carl, Oren is like, I'll send you back to Donut. And Carl goes, no, can you send me back to that dog? I want to spend one more moment with that dog for Christmas because he's alone.
Yeah.
And like, it just says so much about who Carl is. Like, so much about Carl being like, no, I gotta go see that dog one more time. And like, not let it be alone on Christmas. This memory of a dog. It's not even a real dog.
Yeah.
He can't touch it. His hand passes through it. He just wants to be there with it for a moment.
Yeah.
And that to me is just so who Carl is, and I don't know. I just love that.
Yep. Yeah. It's been a wild ride.
Oh yeah, don't let Donut know about the dog.
It's not a Cocker Spaniel. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a feeling Cocker Spaniel is like a code name for something else.
I don't. I think that's just she hates Cocker Spaniels. The hating Cocker Spaniels thing came in before the message board did. That's like early book 1 stuff.
Yeah, but I think you can like lean into a joke.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just very suspicious of everything now. But this book is banging.
It's so good.
We're really ramping up. Like we said, in the reaction, the fight with the cards has been the most that the cards have made sense to us so far. So we've seen it. We've seen it all come together in this section of the book, and I do think it's a certified banger.
Donut using the stealing and the shields and stuff, the way in which the staff totem that they get is stolen and used by the Hydra, but it remains in their hand, which limits their hand size.
Yeah.
I like the mechanic of that quite a bit. Yeah, I will say, like, after part 1, I was like, I don't know this. I'm not feeling this book as much as the last book. And I will say after part 2, I'm like, part 2 was phenomenal.
Yeah,
the stuff with the dad, great. Patrick Warburton's performance was awesome. I thought the reveals about B really add a lot of depth and sadness to Carl's tragedies. I really, really liked the turkey fight. It was so fun. And the fight with Astrid, like the whole Desperado Club sequence was like almost unimportant to this book in a weird way, but so big and fun in its own way. Yeah.
Opening it up to like more people being like former crawlers.
Just like, it's just such a like side questy thing, but it was so big and wild and fun, and I loved the experience of that.
Mm-hmm.
And also like the fact that Oren and Carl are like in the Desperado Club and they're fixing it. There's like construction noises as they're having this conversation. It's such a fun little detail.
Yeah. So we're reacting to every chapter except for
what?
Chapter 70, Chapter 53, 54, and 55.
So we are reacting to 52.
We are reacting to 52, and then there's a couple that we aren't reacting to. So.
Maybe we'll get 52 done today then, so we can listen to some chapters while we drive up to pre-release tonight.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I have a feeling the end of this book's going to be nuts.
I have a feeling we're going to need to do no tangent book club for the final third to get everything in.
Maybe.
No tangent book club.
I don't know if that's possible, but...
I mean, today when we went from lawyers to can certain people become president?
Thank you for a fantastic book club. Hopefully you had as much fun on these wild rides as we did.
I hope you don't try and cancel us on Twitter. They wouldn't see it.
Or do, honestly. Like, I'd love to see how that plays out, because I don't use Twitter anymore.
No, I'm worried that if you were to clip it out,
like
fucking
the
like
on Titan
Ben
stuff?
Shapiro would be like, yeah, this Nerdy Nightly guy's got some good ideas.
Okay, well, I don't want that happening. Yeah.
Wait, did anyone watch the trailer for that movie they're putting out? I watched it this morning. It is so racist and so bad.
Wait, really?
Oh god, yeah. It's just so like, it's anti-Muslim propaganda. And Jonathan Majors is like, there's 3 ways that Islam is going to destroy the West. Through immigration, through our women's wombs. It's so fucking clunky and bad.
I'm sorry, Jonathan Majors.
Yes. Canceled. So no longer Kang, and so now he's in a Daily Wire.
I was going to say, that pivot makes everything way more suspicious. Like, that looks, that's a bad look, my guy. It's a bad look. Very bad look.
Wow. It looks terrible. Don't give them the views. Luca, you're so right. I should not have watched it. But I like wanted to know, you know?
Yeah.
And now I know, and I'm like, yeah, it's about as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Cool. Love that. I love this book. Yeah. This book's great. Shall we do high-low?
I don't have a low, man. Fucking high-low sometimes is hard with these books. Because I'm, like, trying to find lows. But, like, this book, like, part 1, the card stuff was a lot. I actually felt like the card stuff was so much better in this second section.
Yeah.
But, like, that's not even a low. I actually really liked the card stuff in this section. I thought it was elevating. I thought them just winning all the fights because the card stuff was stupid felt weird in the first part.
Yeah.
In this part, like, the fact that the cards became a hindrance that they had to get around was so cool. The threat of some of these power-up cards that Carl was like, oh man, if that combo had gotten off, I would be dead. Like, even the card stuff in part 2 was better than part 1. I think this book keeps getting better as it goes on. Like, my lows are like, I don't love how much these characters are suffering, but that suffering is necessary to the plot.
Yeah.
And to the commentary. And I guess let's do it. What's your high?
Well, God, it's so tough. There's so many highs for so many like different reasons. Like my general high is just that the characters all feel so real. Like I think that that's just a general high for this series and this book, and I do want to reiterate that. But I think my favorite moment in terms of the reveal of it genuinely was the Astrid stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, it was so fucked up, but like Astrid trying to like protect Carl, and Carl like rips her wings off, and then it's like, no, this was a former crawler. Like how that all unraveled was chilling in a way that I will never forget. That's for freaking sure.
Yeah.
What's your low?
I guess my low is that the residual speech sort of. I'm enjoying this book so much that I don't think I really cared that it happened, but it did feel a little clunky. The transition out of it, and then the Oren's like propaganda, maybe. That transition between the residual speech and Oren's conversation about it, it felt a little bit like we were building to something big and it's just kind of a nothing burger. And I didn't feel like I got much out of it being a nothing burger. It being a nothing burger didn't tell me much. So I don't know. I think it's one of those things where like it's gonna matter more later. But even in the audiobook reaction, I kind of went like, oh, okay.
I don't think it's a nothing burger. I think this is their story that they're trying to tell, and it's not nothing. They just want you. The fact that they successfully made you feel like it's nothing means that it's working.
No, I'm not talking that it made me feel like it's nothing. I do think it's gonna be important later. I'm saying that like I didn't feel like I got a lot out of that the way that it played out, even though the information is important. So that's the close thing I have to low. Even that impacted my enjoyment of. And then Quasar shows up. I don't really care about anything because Quasar shows up. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm so on board.
Yeah.
Shut your titty mouth.
Yeah.
Great line.
I think that my low might just be that Carl didn't get to like spend Christmas with everybody.
Yep.
Like
everyone else gets to rest and he doesn't.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's why the river's going.
Yeah. But that's it.
No, I'm deeply worried about that.
What's your high?
Carl watching his dad in that situation and then being like, you know what? No one's gonna watch you die. You can't unlick a butthole that's been licked is a great line.
Cheers to that.
Carl, going back to Carl, the most impactful scene in this is Carl looking at his traumas and realizing that they're not important enough to let sway his life.
Yeah.
And so he goes and he spends the moments he can with his brother. And I think that there's a version of that scene where Carl feels like he needs revenge against his dad.
Yeah.
And so he watches to get pleasure out of it. And I wouldn't blame him for that. I wouldn't, I would understand. But I think it's so powerful that he understands that he doesn't actually need revenge.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to go be with his family. And his family is this brother who deserves the world.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I just, that's my high. Is that he makes that choice to be a builder of his life and not partaking in revenge. And not finding some like pleasure in his dad dying, but instead finding pleasure in the fact that he got to have this one moment with his brother, his only moment with his brother, before his brother died. And that to me was that's the highlight of the whole section.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's tough to beat.
Yeah. I'm so lucky. I have 5 siblings and I have beautiful memories with every one of them.
Yeah.
I know how lucky I am. Being in Japan with Mira, McKinley, and Brody last year and their partners, and I'm just incredibly lucky to have those experiences. And like the van, and like when we sit down, the 6 of us, and we start talking about the van, and like just the beautiful life my mom created. And my mom was in foster care in the 70s. You know what I mean? Like when she was a kid and in like Alabama foster care.
Yeah. She went through some shit like Carl and decided that she was going to make something else.
And my grandmother, God bless my grandmother really struggled with substances. And it made my mom's life really hard. Mm-hmm. And my mom never let that be the end of their relationship. And despite everything that my grandmother did, my mom still made sure that I had a beautiful relationship with my grandmother growing up. And she created a life for us because of what she went through. And she worked so hard to make sure that we didn't have those same experiences.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe it's not my place, but...
What?
Just like... I think the moment that really, like, solidified how wonderful your mother is finding out, you know, now decades later, what she went through with your dad, and didn't tell you guys because she wanted you guys to have your own relationship with him. And, like, it would have been far easier for her to, like, shit on him, right? To be like, your dad sucks because this and this, right? Like, that would have been the easy way to do it. Yeah. And she said, no, that's my relationship with him. That's on me. I want them to try and have something else. And give your dad the chance to have something else too. Like, she really, really, really fucking tried. And she is a uniquely kind-hearted and incredible person. And I think that shows through all of you, you know?
Yeah, I'm very lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm very lucky in extension.
If you like the video, like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess isn't B.
Yeah. Everyone except B.
You know who I'm going to give it? Can I give it to someone? I know I usually let the woman do this.
No, go for it.
The woman. Astrid.
Yeah.
It's so sad that this man that she was married to and had a family with did this to her. For money.
And she, like, knew at the end there and wasn't, like, mad at Carl.
No. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And she just wanted to keep her family safe. And you know, I am worried about how many more innocent, good people we're going to have to kill to save our own, to get out of the dungeon.
Yeah, I know.
And it's going to start with Amani in the next section. Who does Amani have to kill to survive? Mm-hmm. If you want to follow us on the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
Do something nerdy tonight. Claris, where would you add sex to this? Can I ask a question, actually, to start this?
Uh-huh.
It's Smut Clubs. Welcome to Smut Corner, the end of the podcast. Someone has gotten drunk and fucked Samantha's nussy by now, right? We have a whole guild full of people. There's a guy in that group that stuck their dick in her nussy. And has, like, burnt it, and swore Samantha to secrecy. They never told anyone, because he has, like, a scalded penis.
Yeah, maybe.
That's definitely happened.
I'm trying to think who it is, though, because Bautista's with Katya, and Louis is with Juicebox.
Yeah. Maybe it hasn't.
Maybe they've all been too scared.
Samantha's had sex with the bartender. Yeah, but that was probably oral. I'm trying to think if, like, someone has stuck it in the nussy by now. They didn't need a vasectomy anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The dick could get burnt, but the balls still work.
Chris is made of molten stone, just saying.
Maybe he needs the acid to feel something.
Yeah, you know what? It could be Chris. Yeah. That I could see that. Oh no, Samantha would say something about it.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I do think Samantha is sexually motivated. And so I think that if people started to get worried that her nussy would burn them, she would get less sex in the future. So she might keep the secret in order to keep her options open. Sure. Like, Samantha really does not want Louis to find out that her nussy is acidic.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless part of her, like, 10-step plan is that he dies at the end, you know? Like,
I love that we were just having a conversation about how wonderful my mom is. And then we hard pivoted into this. We have to end the podcast. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, mods. We will see you all in 2 weeks for, unless Clark's mouth is a problem, we'll let you know. Yeah. Yeah, she says dirty things.
Yeah, it is a problem.
Or maybe we get canceled. I don't know.
Could be.
We'll see you all next time. Do something every night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.